Or maybe I'm just dumb. I'm probably just dumb, bro. What's going on? It is on Start GG. I'm just blind. Guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Jeekly 26. Starting off with a 6P. I'll fix that text for you in a second.
Oh, big counter hit close slash here. Burst spent from Galaxy that didn't quite want to get Zephyr that positive, but he comes back in and grabs it anyway off that PRC vault deal.
Yeah, good stuff. And I like Galaxy right here just trying to do that jump back, try to do a poke as well. Zephyr getting that jump in, though. Great time jumping is going to earn you that round. Zephyr starting off strong here.
No, Rainwater to call out that round start interaction. Hits the backdash with the close slash. But Mistfinder's already got him in the corner and a throw off an empty vault.
Good stuff. What's their name? It's Zephyr. Don't get it confused. There's a lot of Johnnies. So don't get the names mixed up. Don't make the same mistake as me. Zephyr with this Wild Assault combo. We're getting mashed out, though. Galaxy fighting back with this red RC.
Takes the corner swap instead of the full screen. Comes back in off the IAD. Oh, but a JK from Johnny. He's got meter to bait, but the burst from Galaxy is going to keep him alive.
Ooh, but that scoop into the command grab combo. Zephyr bursting there. I think that Galaxy could have canceled time right there and kept that super going. Zephyr trading the burst for another chance, but Galaxy got that straight hit. Now we're evened up in rounds.
Tornado to keep pressure going. Bomber loops. Meter to burn. This might kill. Low axle damage, not quite, but he does get the hard knockdown. 50 meter on Johnny's side, though.
And there it is, that punish, man. What's their name? Did you forget? Hope you didn't forget. I said it 10 seconds ago. Zephyr on a pixel trying to get one more hit here against Galaxy with 100 meter. And of course, we do have that burst that is building up. We can use it a little early for a deflect shield if we want to. Probably just going to spend that 100 tension. We'll have to see how creative we get with it. Zephyr is backdashing. Great stuff right there. Galaxy with that 2P question mark 2P mash right there at the end with the PRC to keep it safe. Zephyr was backdashing but too far out to get caught by the super, but Galaxy again with that 100 meter able to spend 50 tension, get that 2P in there. Great stuff, Galaxy. I think that was the first game, right? Great stuff. Galaxy taking that first game on the board.
Yeah, and Zephyr had a very strong showing in that first round, so interesting to see what sort of adaptations these players might have in store for us.
We're watching that bracket tonight, guys. Exclamation point bracket to see who we got here in the tournament tonight. We got Dany. We got I was going to start naming down the seeds. We got Unbiased Ear trying to get that first place, getting second one too many times. And here's another Johnny on the screen as well. Speaking of Unbiased, also we got Onda. A lot of Johnnies tonight, so don't get sick of them. Don't get sick of them. Just because you're seeing Zephyr cook right now in the corner against Galaxy doesn't mean there isn't going to be more Johnny later on. But the super through the meaty.
Yeah, those Season 3 changes have Johnny Eating popped up from the card off the counter hit Mistfinder. 100 meter to speak and spell. Put it on the chalkboard. Write it in red. Send him through the wall.
Great stuff. Hard knockdown. We're on a pixel. Any hit does it. Any chip does it. And Galaxy knows that. That's why we saw all that FD. But that low Mistfinder, even though we're getting pushed back, it's still a pretty good range. Zephyr able to close out that round.
Yeah. I think that might have even chipped out. I think Galaxy just ran out of meter. That might have been checkmate there. Positive filling Zephyr's bar here. Gets over with the cross-up. 100 meter on deck, but burst on Galaxy's side. He's not quite out yet. Walk up throw, and that will close it out. 1-1.
Okay, sorry, just making sure that this person doesn't get DQ, making sure they know to check into their match. There we go. I did that. Anywhere we see yellows here, I think that means it is a yellow with a bell. That means one person is checked in, but not both players have checked in. So I'm trying to keep my eyes open for those situations, it looks like we need Kaneda to check in as well. And we did our best. We did all we could, as Galaxy right here is doing all they could. We're low HP, but we had Zephyr jailed in there for a second. But man, that Vault PRC card toss, Zephyr able to get in. Great stuff. Johnny's utilizing that card toss buff. I think it was just, I don't know the exact numbers, but I know it's a little more consistent now. I'm not a Johnny player. I won't pretend I am. But Galaxy here full screen getting called by that Mistfinder. Zephyr while assaulting in to keep the string going.
Mistfinder cancels the reset, spends meter to vault back in, but a barrier from Galaxy is going to get him out of that corner. Meteor Tornado, Rainwater Stay Plus, but avoided by Zephyr, and he's back on offense.
Great stuff. Hard knockdown with that super. Now we can't do it with our Wild Assault, but we can do it by spelling our name. Galaxy bursting here to try to fight back against Zephyr, and we have to, right? But we do have that 100 meter to back us as well. We get a little bit of a bomber loop combo here, possibly. See how much damage we get to cash in against Zephyr super as well. We're praying if you're an Axel main, and we got it. Great stuff.
Ooh. You know what they say, the last pixel on the health bar is the most important one. You can still do all the damage you need so long as you've got a pixel of health. Scooting right in under that 5p, Guard Crush finds the throw. Hard setup, meaty close slash. Vault deal RC, TK overhead, but didn't get the card pop because it was a little too low.
Ooh, and then we get rewarded with that jump in right there. Zephyr was 6H for that optimal damage against Galaxy here. We're back. It's the same story as last round. We're on one hit here and game point for Zephyr. Of course, we got the 50 tension to back it up, and we're getting these straight hits. Zephyr's getting zoned right now.
Yeah, and Galaxy absolutely showing that there's no time to slouch. Don't count me out yet. Didn't even give Galaxy a chance. Sorry, Galaxy didn't even give Zephyr a chance to try and throw out the card super. Great counterplay there, down to the wire. Had a 100 meter to mix. Didn't even need it. Got him with the command throw.
Damn. I'm sorry, I have nothing to add. I'm just sneezing over here, just saying damn. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I'm muting my mic so you guys couldn't hear that, so I don't even know why I'm admitting that right now. Anyways.
Jeek's simply allergic to hot plays.
Yo, Icky, what's going on, George? The Axel Insane both rounds? Hell yeah, they did. Galaxy coming in, repping the MASH as their tag. I don't have it on the screen right now for you. I apologize. It's hidden on SearchEG, but I promise you, I promise. Playing here on that Axel. I don't know how many Axels we plan on seeing tonight, but we at least got one for you. Definitely gonna have a few Johnnies. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Great stuff here. Zephyr low HP, but we're getting this throw in after that jump in. 50 meter, but Galaxy spending that deflect shield so wisely, right? And I love seeing people rewarded for the defensive option usage. Galaxy right there, just knowing that Zephyr was on a pixel. I only need one more hit. Let me put you in 5p range. But Zephyr with this punish back, we're going to try to carry Galaxy to the corner, but that DLC 2K fights us out.
Yeah, 2K2D making that space for Galaxy to maybe get some stuff going, but dash in finer, closing the distance, getting this pressure started here off the tumble. Calls out that dash with a low, calls out the back dash with a throw. Galaxy maybe getting a little into Zephyr's head now, but a 6K is going to keep things going for Zephyr. Vault deal PRC, meter for YRC and super. Still have it on deck to stay safe with PRC.
Trying to scoop back up too. I like these matches right here from Galaxy. Zephyr is only on one hit, and we're rewarded with that full screen zoning. Galaxy winning the first game of the GP 26, and a close one, but 3-1 nonetheless. Great stuff. Moving on.
The zoner wars continue. When will they learn that peace is an option?
Yeah,
They could be friends.
we got all these zoners here. Get ready, y'all. We're gonna start seeing some brawlers later in the bracket, possibly depending on the players we have in tonight. Thandread, let's pay attention to how different they play versus Galaxy, and that's not to compare and contrast in a negative light, but just to see how they approach that Axel matchup, especially against another zoner, right?
Absolutely. And this is one of those matchups where Asuka's opening hand matters so much. If he's got like red sphere, and only one cube spell, he has to gamble so hard and be right on that gamble when closing the distance, especially if he loses round start. Fantastic throw bait, though, is going to give him the time to get his mana back up. He's got auto regen. He just needs to live to a spellcast point, but chipped out by the cherry.
Good stuff. Thandread getting that chip in there against El Macho. We tried to do some jump back to get our stuff set up, but Thandread here pretty comfortable with this zoning, man. Whatever pattern we got going on right now, whether it's a flowchart or whether we're calling out Macho, it seems to be working, but we're fighting back in. This 2K connects, and now we're running our pressure.
RC off the overhead, coming back down. Command throws the option instead of a meaty Sickle Storm. Didn't quite get a link off the meaty Tornado, but calls out the backdash with a 5p to close out the round. 1 on the board for Thandread.
I'm gonna break the fourth wall real quick. Who is Kevin Wong in the Discord?
Great question. Just a brief note, guys. If your start names match up with your Discord names, that's going to be the most helpful thing to make sure everybody ends up where they need to be. It looks like it might be this Dead Nuts individual.
Looks like it may be who? I'm sorry?
Yep.
You said you know who it's going to be?
It looks like this is Dead Nuts.
Okay, I trust you. I know Saiyamane is one of them. Oh, sick. Nice. Handling that over there. Appreciate you, Anchored, as we start off with this 2D. El Macho does that walk back delay 2D to catch Thandread. Falling down, trying to zone out a little bit. Man, that 2D may be the answer to the matchup, right? You get, like, in a mid-screen distance, like a round start distance away from Axel. They want to do some startups to their long-reaching pokes, and you just weave in that 2D, get that hard knockdown, and run up on them.
And Macho's hand is absolutely fantastic now. He just needs an opportunity to use it. YRC might give him that. Finds the throw. Arpeggio set up. Cross up with the teleport. Keep it burning. Keep casting. ABCs. Always be casting.
Always be casting, indeed. I love that right there. That's actually
right.
Bars. As Thandread weaves out that burst from Macho. Macho getting a chance of their own to do some zoning. But too deep in the air there. Thandread gets that gnarly 2S counter hit, and then we get our own zoning in.
Yeah, there's sometimes, like, Axel's got some, like, interesting trajectories on some of his moves. You're like, well, you're gonna need to hit somebody up there. But when you get that right trajectory, you're like, damn, I'm cool. That being said, Macho blocking that reversal super, but it's plus if you can't get down to punish in time. Big spell out, but Thandread already moving in the air.
Here we go. We got Macho trying to block out. And I like those FD blocks as well because Axel does have some mix, man. Axel can do like some instant jump cancels, right? They can keep looping you over and over again with that rainwater. So Macho trying to FD to get some distance out. Thandread just getting the better of them right there. I mean, with that being said, Macho is fighting right back with this 9-frame super, getting that hard knockdown here against Thandread. We got that positive bonus looping. We still got a decent amount of mana. We got a DP card as well if we get too jumped on. But, of course, Thandread on that Axel is going to be knocking you down full screen.
Ooh, teleport Kara into Cube Super, catches out. The mix is coming, bursted, but Macho was blocking, so the cubes persist. 1 on the board for Macho.
That was sick. I love that knowledge right there from Macho to walk up and just block, right? Anyone right there would be wanting to try to get that last hit in to deal that damage. You're about to run it against Thandread to take the game. Macho, better players than us. Sat there, blocked, waited for that burst. Great stuff. Oh, looks like we can do another DQ for C-Roar here. Unfortunately, when
yeah, I got the first one, but I couldn't do the second one.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a start GG thing. It's not a you thing.
Start GG.
Yeah, start GG. Oh my God, as Macho walks up with that 2S. That's not I think that's a button you don't really see too much of. Axel representing that little sword poke that they have because they got 2K and 2D, man. So much better. Oh, but the backdash from Thandread, and I like that was backdash 5K 2D, right? We didn't go for anything too greedy there, just saying, hey, I'm just trying to get out of the corner. Like, I'm trying to get you full screen. I'm trying to get out of the corner. And it looks like Macho took the corner for Thandread right there, trying to jump in really deep, but the red RC to keep it safe. Overhead, the reset situation.
Yeah, Macho finding that overhead with the RC, fixed all their problems. They were out of mana, they were out of cards, gambled on the meaty overhead, got paid big for it too.
Cool stuff. I like using that overhead full screen right there. Macho trying to track with that overhead ball. Thandread great blocks using our FD to not get chipped out and try to buy some distance, and that rewards us with this mash. Macho trying to check with that 2D like I was saying earlier, but Thandread is able to take the distance when we need to.
Yeah, getting the staff out, but getting punished over in that other corner. Drew cards in midair, but that lowered their mana, making them maybe a little scared here, but YRC out. Thandread just absolutely weaving the web, not giving Macho any window to start fighting back. Closes things out with throw into the OG 2K.
Oh, and Thandread also, whether that was, you know, a great punish, I'll just keep it at that. Great punish right there from Thandread to reward us with this corner pressure, and the counter hit means we're going to get a wall break too with this 50 meters. So we're looking pretty good this round. Great start so far for Thandread.
Blocks the gold burst though, and that could be the avenue Macho needs to get back into this game. 50 meter on both sides, just caught by the tail end of that explosion though. The whiff JP, but unfortunately that counter option from Macho just a little bit too slow, punished by the throw. One more for Thandread on the board.
Now, Thandread's no slouch. I'm going to keep it a buck. Have they gotten a top 8 before? I don't know if they've gotten a top 8, but damn, they've been playing in the Jeekly for a minute, slaughtering y'all down. And the, I don't say this as an insult, I mean as a compliment, around there in that 13th to 9th range of players. Where, I mean, hey, if you want to get through to the bracket, you want to get to that top 8 graphic, you're trying to earn that role in the Discord, you got to get through players like Thandread here on the Axel. They're going to check you, man. They're going to check you full screen.
It's true. I don't think Thandread's gotten a top 8 yet, and if they have, they haven't gotten the role. But playing as they are tonight could be very much in their cards.
And we got a few people in the chat here. We got some follows from Zephyr and Great Saiyamane. I appreciate y'all for doing that. Exclamation point bracket. Check out all the players tonight. Minuet. What's going on? And then K-Person, I got rolled hard. Yeah, that'll be happen. That'll happen. My first time I got 0-3 twice. At my first tournament, I also got 0-3 twice. But I still talk to those guys. One of them is Light Ice. Shout out to Light Ice down at Xanadu. Taught me that Chip Alpha Blade is a cross-up, which I didn't know when I was going there. But great stuff. Macho finally getting Thandread, getting that soft knockdown for the reset. We're low HP. That 2K, good check right there. Going in the super to close out the round. Macho with the perfect? No, just a slash. Great job.
And like I said, these opening hands for Asuka can be so important with just these close range spells and 2 single hit cubes. It's so hard. He has to move in or he has to attempt to draw other cards, which can be difficult when there's a... Yep, just like that. Making it through the cube. Keep a turn. Calls out the 2D as well.
I like this. I like these checks from Thandread, these fallbacks, but Macho checking that with run up 6P. Great stuff. 2K not connecting, but this next 6P is a counter hit. We get to juggle Thandread a little bit, but Thandread not holding that, man. Just trying to mash out of that corner, trying to get Macho full screen. Super the check.
Super possibly just to change test cases. able to play around with their resources now a little bit more. They've got auto mana regen if they can get a chance to use it. YRC to take a turn, throw. This could be all they need. Just a little bit too little mana in order to use it. Another throw, though. They just need to get in, but the JH will break the mana shield and take their life.
I don't know what Macho was going for there. I'm going to assume it wasn't a third throw, but Thandread calling it out to stay alive on set point here. Macho not holding that, fighting back. Either that was a delay tech or a hard call from Thandread. Great back throw.
Soupy.
You get it, 2P.
Ramlethal
You get it, 2P.
in, gets some offense going. Arpeggio out. More in the chamber. Looking for burst still. Burst spent means that Asuka's got time and energy to spare. Meter on deck for Thandread, though. 100 for reversal super. PRC to keep it safe, but the JHRC. Mana shield broken. Axel Bomber. Usually, but happy to see him here now.
Here we go. Great Saiyamane on that Kai. Kevin Wong coming in on this Ramlethal. Definitely a character we don't see too much at the mid-level, right? Of course, we've had SQ come by a few times. We've gotten a lot of tournaments with Tanak. I want to say we had Solomon one as well. But here we go. Kevin representing that Ramlethal for us. Saiyamane on the Kai. Of course, we see a lot of Kais, but now we're going to see Saiyamane's Kai as we got Kevin stuck here in the corner.
Absolutely. Gets over the fireball. And a fantastic windshield wiper to get that hard knockdown, keep their offense going. Sword toss here in the corner, 5D RC. Meaty sword explosion, and it's the low to close that out. First round of the board. Kevin Wong.
Great stuff so far right there, Kevin, using this Wild Assault to combo Great Saiyamane and get you a soft knockdown as well. Great stuff, but Saiyamane can fight back. I think that Kai Ramlethal is probably a decent, even matchup. I think they got good ways to check each other on that mid-screen, and we're seeing it right now. Saiyamane right there fighting back with that far slash against Kevin. Kevin able to get back out, using our red RC to fight back, but this good just blocks.
Bar slashes of the gods, perhaps. Oh, calls out the reversal super. DPs through the 5D after. JH gets over. Building meter. Not quite enough to kill here, though, which means that Saiyamane's gonna have another chance on the other side, but backdashes the far slash. Makes that space for herself. Gets that whiff punish.
Great first game right there. Kevin won that Ramlethal. Love to see it. Got our next people added for on deck. You see a little spoiler on who's coming up next. Guys, we got a little bit of a shout out, by the way, that we're going to have to make when this next game comes up. I'll keep it at that. Just don't let me forget. I'll keep it at that, though. We're going to go ahead and hop back off the stand, get back on. Great Saiyamane going to bless us with this run back on the Kai. Of course, we're only down one game. The first one's just knowledge. Let's see what we can do next here against Kevin's Ramlethal. Good damage using that Wild Assault to keep the string going. Great Saiyamane got Kevin over here in the corner, but that counter hit bar slash means that we can force Saiyamane to spend some meter to keep this string going. But Kevin able to fight back. Risk cranked, of course, but man, we're finding these really good times to mash out. Look right there. Jeez. Getting rewarded with that defense with this offense right back. Able to block that sword pressure. So Saiyamane trying to burst out of the corner. Kevin's going to take out of your back pocket and take that first round. Great stuff.
Plus off that Shock State Fooder Arc. RC drift up. Wong escapes the corner. Calls out that gap in pressure.
I love seeing that Rekka canceled in the super. Kevin getting that hard knockdown, but Saiyamane fighting back through the mashes. We're going to get some burst meter. Will it be enough to keep yourself alive? I don't know. This Calvados is going to do a lot of damage.
You old Guts Crusher. PRC, get a couple extra 2 hits in there.
The Guts Crusher, what my ex-girlfriend used to call me. Kevin with that 2-0, tearing it up. I love using Calvados PRC to use like JP and stuff after. And then also Kevin weaving in that 5D as well. I love that from him. Come on, I was spitting on that, by the way. How come I didn't even hear like an exhale out the nose? It's okay.
I laughed.
It's okay. Hey, man, here got Kevin bouncing in the corner.
Saiyamane keeping Wong in the corner here, but a burst out to take their turn. Oh, RC possibly a little too early to get that extension. Baits a fake overhead off the Fudo Arc PRC and finds with a 2P.
All right,
God's
Saiyamane.
most honest Gatling 2P. It does the work.
It does the work indeed. And also, unironically, a lot of high-level Kais, notably Kensei is one I can think off the top of my head, love that 2P button. I think Kensei specifically has got like a VOD compilation at this point of doing 2P into RTL. But here, we're talking about Saiyamane. We're not talking about anybody else. Saiyamane with his blocks here. H-Sword trying to catch you. Kevin with the frame trap, getting a perfect. Ain't nothing but a thing. Just one round. But Kevin is on set point here.
Hard knockdown. Abare from Saiyamane there.
Frame trapping you with that 5K bar slash. Getting the wall splat as well. Kevin correcting with that reversal super for that hard knockdown. Doesn't block the YRC. Saiyamane whiffing the grab though. A little scrambly here, but Kevin is the one who gets the 5H hit. Confirming into H-Sword. Closing out the set 3-0. Oh, and I said don't let me forget, and I forgot. I'll do it in between the rounds. Guys, we got some big shout-outs here relevant to tskrBrian. But before we get there, let's talk about how Eve is getting counter-hit by this 2S. tskrBrian getting some tick throw pressure.
Jumps out 5H, punishes Eddie back up. Opens with the overhead, close slash counter hits. Oh, but the second hit of Eddie hits before the shark arrives. Didn't waste the meter, but here's the shark on the other side. Walked around to the other half of the aquarium. Here he is. Still in there.
There we go. 3 screen transitions later. Call this dead or alive. tskrBrian fighting here with this Eddie, but great match from Eve to try to calm things down. Brian getting the next interaction though. Damn, Brian plays auto like a grappler. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Hey, I'm grappling here. Abare out from Eve though. Looking to take their turn. Sculpt in their hands. Got nearly everything they wanted, but a 2S out from Brian's going to give him some space. 5H not hitting quite high enough, though. Means Eve's going to tickle the ivories with that arpeggio. Ooh. Cross up with the teleport. Great spell still on deck, but Eve just outrunning Eddie. Trying to make the distance he needs to stay alive.
And with this reset pressure. Oh, Eve fighting back out with this 9-frame super. It does catch Brian, and now we're at threat of chip. But that threat was just enough for Eve to walk up and get the tap dust, taking a round out on Brian, evening it up. That said, it did cost him 50 burst to use that deflect shield. Burst he might have wanted if he was here in the corner. Shark Tank brouhaha. Punch special, big drinks at Applebee's. Those $1 margaritas come Halloween time. Yes, sir. Don't drive home after those. Mana shield broken. Any hit could be fatal. 6P to make the space at first. But 100 meter here on deck.
YRC out.
That YRC was so
Double
big,
bar
right?
crush.
Because Eve got the mana back as well, right? That was such a perfect timed YRC, but the fall down jump normal. Brian loves that. Gets the counter hit, able to string in the 2K2D, taking that round. Guys, tskrBrian, let me go ahead and put someone up on the screen. I didn't prepare a script or nothing, I'll be honest with you. Guys, we got a tournament coming up, okay?
Yes, sir.
August 30th, 7 p.m. EST, same time as the Jeekly, y'all. Same time, so I don't know how you're going to miss it. All right? August 30th, the tskrBrian Birthday Bash presented by the Jeekly. $1,000 prize pool, bro.
100, like 3 zeros, one rack, one band, one
Yeah.
grand.
That is not a typo, y'all. $1,000. Look at that prize breakdown. We'll talk about the links and where to watch it in just a second as we get back to this game. Brian, of course, up one here against Eve, but Eve, goddamn, that could have been their game. They had a really calculated YRC there at the end. We'll see what they do this time.
Also, just a nice little coincidence that Brian ended up on stream so we could end up talking about it, because I didn't even see it for that. We're just like, hey, whoever ends up
the
here.
coincidence. Yeah. Here we go. Getting caught in the combo. Brian with the super for this hard knockdown. Eve is out of mana, but we do have that 50 tension. I don't know, Asuka. Can we spend it right now, or educate me? Can you spend, if you're out of mana, can you spend tension to get mana right back, or do you have to wait a little bit? Is there a cooldown?
If you go into like the burnout, I believe you still can channel. Yes.
Got it. Today I
Just
learned.
speed up that process.
Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna get our next players up on the stand. It looks like we're already on it. Burger Baron sniping in here as Brian gets a counter hit. Eve wants to spend that burst, unless of course we're gonna go down a game here. tskrBrian taking that first one earlier. Let me go ahead and get that score updated for y'all. Brian with this burst trying to fight back here, y'all. Wisp coming in the room as well. Shout out to your next opponents. Oh, the BRC does not. It's not a red RC or a YRC. It doesn't hit the Eddy.
Oh, finds the overhead RC to close it out. Asuka with that mana regen. Flowing's got a ton of effective health, but not quite enough to live there.
All right, y'all, I put it back up on the screen, that tskrBrian Birthday Bash. I'm just going to repeat it just in case I missed something. tskrBrian Birthday Bash. You see him on the screen right now playing that Zato, fellow VTuber streamer. Let me go ahead and we'll get you a shout out in the chat in just a second, y'all. But yeah, that's where you're going to be able to watch it. So you're used to coming to my channel. We're going to go over to Brian's channel on August 30th to go ahead and watch the Birthday Bash. Still ran by our team. Just going to have some help from Brian, especially funding that prize pool. God damn, I'm going to keep it a buck. That's a lot of money. As we go into game 3 here, Brian up 2-0. Right, I'm right on that, right? Brian just won that second game, right? Chat, keep me in check.
I'm in.
Yes?
Chat.
Thank you, Kriby. Shout out to Kriby in the bracket, by the way. What's going on, man? Oh, that's who we... Oh, that was the person who came in the room earlier. Wisp and Kriby. Okay. All right, well, I like both those players, so it's going to be a little interesting. We'll have to see. Brian with this command throw, getting a lot of damage against Eve. Not enough meter to cancel into a 50, but damn, weaving in that overhead the first time the Brian's probably pressed that button all day. But that's what you got to do, man. When you're a character specialist, you pull out those tricks randomly in game 3. You know? You know all the tricks. So Jeek pilled right now. What's going on, Onda? I saw you in the bracket. You're in the bracket as well, right, Onda? What's going on? Good luck on your time in the bracket. As Brian fighting here against Eve. We did get that low in. And Brian, someone really good at looking for YRCs. Of course, as soon as I say that, Eve able to weave theirs in and get a great combo here against Brian. 5D to keep the cubes hitting. Wanted the 6H to connect, but call that one a drop to ball.
Hard call out on that round start with that 2S. Maybe not a hard call out, but a call out none the same. Gets the counter hit. That 2P Abare from Eve, not quite escaping the pressure. Tasker spending his burst to stay plus, though, calls out the throw. break the law before Amorphous to keep it rolling. But a gold burst from Eve could be the thing he needs to turn this around. Mana refilled. Card refill on deck. Big Q. Zap him. Toss down the staff. Refill your hand. Nope, we're going to take the hard knockdown here.
All right, now Eve does have resources, and we do have the hard knockdown. What's the mix? Look at the red on Brian's HP bar, by the way.
What a top deck, too. Arpeggio, double flame Qs, mana regen. Yerk out from Brian, though. 50 meter on deck. And just by the hair of their chinny chin chin, finds that last bit of mix they need to close up that round, but so close.
Let me go ahead and get this up on the stream for y'all, guys. We got Kriby and Wisp cooking out here, anchored there in the chat as well, helping out in the Discord, guys. Appreciate everybody in the Discord. Appreciate all my mods always helping run this tournament. Can't be ran without the help of my mods and without you guys signing up and playing in the damn thing. So we appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Getting those names and scores up there in just a moment as well. Appreciate y'all baiting out that burst. Great stuff, Wisp. Getting some tick throw pressure here against Kriby as well. But even with that, we're pretty much even in HP.
And that 5D will close it out. Ooh.
Love to see it, guys. Love to see it. Down one round, but Kriby not counted out. Gonna get a decent reset with that drone. I like that. Wisp with the burst. We'll have to see if they spend it. Doesn't even get a chance. Kriby with the perfect.
Yep. Possibly looking for that JD just to escape the corner there and get some air momentum going, but call that with the BT. 5P from Goldlewis, though, getting this pressure started mid-screen. Security built up.
Ooh, Wisp likes that 3K even without the meter. If it's calculated, it'll buy you the corner like it just did right there. And now we get to spend our meter on the super for the hard knockdown. What's that mix going to be?
YRC out, just hits at that furthest possible range. 3K into the RC to stay safe. Nabare out from Kriby. White Wild Assault, Curse of Ra, it's still here. Not quite plus anymore, but still does the job to call out neutral interactions. Drone keeping Kriby in even despite the deflect shield. Not quite as much security for that last one. That JP though thrown back. 5 DRC, the wall stick. Wisp takes game one.
Damn, if you're a Kriby fan, you're gritting your teeth on that one. Kriby, walk it off. You basically won that one. But you got to give it to Wisp for capitalizing there at the end with that back throw, confirming that game. And what a great start. You got to feel good as Wisp. Actually, do you even feel that good? Of course you won, but that was a hard one. And let's keep it a buck. We got kind of lucky there at the end. So I don't even know how you feel. Surely some relief, but... We're fighting back. We got a counter hit on that behemoth, and we also get rewarded with a chance to take Wisp burst. We got him in the corner. We're using our behemoths to chip out, and the fuzzy means we get a wall splat. Oh, I like the wall slump. Kriby with a setup right there earns them a perfect. That was kind of sick. Didn't think Goldlewis would have wall slumps, but Wisp with that back throw rewards them with some pressure. And you didn't see Kriby because they were on the bottom of the screen there, but I promise they were doing a bar ray. They are active on their defense. Wisp is just, you know, honestly just winning the interactions right now and is rewarded with these soft knockdowns.
The flex shield's out, the BT trying to make that space. 3KRC staying in.
Dude, and Wisp with that 1S vertical dolphin right there, they basically testament teleported to the other side of Kriby with how fast it was. But Kriby, with that 2K, 2D, and the behemoths as well, we juggle Wisp, we get the OTG. Great stuff, Kriby. That Burger Baron taking game 2.
It's an entire kingdom set up. You got the king, you got his barons, his Dairy Queen. I'm just making fast
what's
food
what's
jokes. I might be
alliteration for
hungry. It
king?
might be dinner time.
Oh, I guess just Burger King. But I'm confused because Burger Barons. Because I would say like Burger King and then like Red Baron. Like
There's like a burger lord. No, it's just the whole. It's the whole like monarchical structure, but it's all just burgers. It's all burgers all the way down.
Yeah, like burger.
That being said,
guards.
Kriby doing a fantastic job. Wisp is doing some fun stuff to try and like double or super jump out of the corner and use their air momentum to escape. But Kriby's been doing a fantastic job of locking that down. We've seen it twice. Oh, piercing into the 6P. Eyes are looking at the screen, aware of their resources. Goldlewis 2P the GOAT.
Ooh, waking up, but enough security on the gun that meant we still have to wake up and hold that. Kriby with those jump resets. Also, I like that second one. Was going to go into the behemoth regardless of the mix-up. Able to use it to close out the round. Dude, great confirm here from Wisp. Oh, probably didn't plan on being on the other side there. Uses our burst to try to clean up the situation a bit. Kriby with a good punish, both, a few seconds ago, and then there with the 6P. Uses our PRC to keep this pressure here on Wisp. It was looking like a May round for a second, but now it's looking like a Goldlewis round. I'm going to keep it a buck.
Well, finds the hit, but a throw out. This could be what Wisp needs to turn the tides. Little grappler gaming. A trade, another trade. PRC stays safe, knows that Wild Assault's minus now. Curse of Raw, last patch that you'd be cooked, but nope, we livin' now.
Dude, great stuff from Wisp, just picking the mash option, right? Like, someone more greedy, aka me, probably would have tried to throw there, but I love that from Wisp, just waiting to block it out and then mashing, and we're rewarded with this pressure we're seeing here against Kriby. This is a lot of damage. We go for the reset. 5D Red RC closes it out. Wisp taking game 2 here. Gonna put up that replay from just a second ago. What a weird interaction. It got a little scrambly there, and I respect Kriby going for that white Wild Assault use. Got to give the credit to Wisp for just being awake on the reactions, the PRC, and then also to remember, hey, it's Season 4 now. It's post-Evo. I can just block this. Great stuff.
Yeah, there was definitely. I'm trying to remember who I was playing against. I was playing against somebody, and I like white Wild Assaulted, and I'm like, I'm pressing, and I got away with it. I was like, I should not keep internalizing this habit.
Okay, guys, we're flying through. The losers bracket's filling out. The winners bracket's filling out. We're doing a great job here moderating this tournament so far. Jinx, knock on wood, as Kriby's doing a good job trying to fight back on this Pixel. Wisp with the YRC, but gets punished. Uses our second defensive mechanic there. But Kriby with the super. How we get paid off here?
Laser hop over, meter on deck. It's the low.
It's the low indeed. Kriby with the robbery, man. Jesus Christ. I'm going to keep it a buck. Wisp has to fight back now. 2 rounds in this game 4. If we can manage to do so. We do start off with a nice counter hit. Kriby low on resources, but great defense so far in the round. We'll have to see if they can fight out.
Overhead BT, security on drone, but doesn't quite last that long. PRC to try and stay in, but that deflect shield did make the space. Hard knockdown off the 3K.
Damn, I love that scoop up that you're able to get with those low behemoths. Great stuff. Kriby evening up this set. We're going to game 5 here, our first game 5 of the night. And it's a good one to go into game 5 for too. Both these players, honestly, I mean, so Wisp, some history. Best placing ever was 3rd, I think, at a Jeekly. Multiple top 8s at this point, but same story for Kriby. Multiple top 8s at this point. And also, dude, did you know that Kriby didn't start playing the game until, like, I don't want to get the date wrong. It was like a year and a half ago or something.
Yeah, they are not a player from launch, but watching their Goldlewis, you could absolutely be understood confusing it otherwise. That's one of the great things about Strive is I feel like you do see a lot of players come up and like come into their own on their own characters in this game.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Wisp fighting back in the air right there. Goldlewis, not really a character known for like super good air-to-air. So Wisp able to dance around up there as much as they want. But Kriby's been awake with some of these anti-airs, been awake with those punishes on Wisp falling down as well. This 2P match, Kriby not holding that, man. Kriby not holding that. Fighting back, and now we're on set point.
Yeah, Wisp not out of this yet, though. Backdashing, making the space they need, and then coming in on their time. Calls out the backdash with that close slash. JD to alter the momentum. Like I said, Kriby so aware of those options that they have to move around. The first one evades them, but the second one doesn't. A whiff throw, though, means it's Wisp's turn of the corner. Staying alive last round here in Game 5.
Dude, this ended up being a mollywhopper here in winners round 3. This isn't even a top 8 qualifier yet, but I think this is proof that both of our players here deserve their spot. Who's it going to be on the winner's side? Kriby starting off strong with all of that chip, getting that 2S counter hit as well. Oh my god, that kills! That just kills!
Mm-hmm. Security spent. That's a perfect.
Nia Rider. Is that how I say it? Nia Rider? What's going on? And then Uncle Sun Puppy. What's going on? Uncle Sun Puppy claims every code I've ever done. So thank you so much, Sun Puppy. As Test Your Luck gets this bite to start the round off. That's such a mean bite with no blood, man.
Absolutely. Bar slash, Onda bursting to keep the blood low. 6P to try and contest some follow-up, but Onda's not there for it. Card Pop finds the wall stick. Test your luck with a variety of resources, though. PRC to stay safe after keep a turn, but called out by Onda.
All right, what's their name? This time it isn't Zephyr. It's not Zephyr this time. It's Onda, guys. Getting that hit, this super against Test Your Luck with that hard knockdown. Can you believe this is the same round where Test Your Luck started off with that bite in the very first interaction, but Onda coming out on top.
Zoner Gaming, man. Zoner Gaming.
Okay, educate me. I'm sorry. Go ahead and check me. Does Test Your Luck use this color very often? I feel like I don't see this one very often. Is Test Your Luck a normal green Nagoriyuki and I just don't remember?
I actually don't know if I've seen him use this color myself either. I feel like usually he's a base color Nago, but possibly he's in his green era. 6H to close it out with a perfect, sick, nasty little. Oh, you're gonna F me my close slash? BRC drift and bite. React to it. Oh, calls out the burst. Actual factual 5K jump cancel? Okay.
God damn.
Wanting it. The only jump cancelable normal of Nago. 6P fast PRC 2K. Calling out a variety of options there, layering that OS.
Yeah,
and then you know what? Toss him in the blender. Pulse until finally diced.
That's like not a you know, that wasn't a situation where it was like 5D make you block overhead and then hit you 2K. No, you're right. Test Your Luck. I would love to see the list of the things that they called out there, or the things they think they're calling out there. 6P PRC 2K. Hello Duck with that follow. What's going on, Hello? What's going on, Duck? Hello, Duck. Thank you for that follow. Appreciate you came in just in time. Test Your Luck getting the first game here in the Jeekly 26. This is the top 8 qualifier, y'all. Onda getting second previously. Test Your Luck winning it before. I don't know if that's plural or not, but damn, they won this thing. So definitely 2 high-class players here trying to qualify for that top 8.
Yeah, that air dash punish to get that far slash, get that blood flowing again. A little brutal. Onda still on a pixel here, though. Tons of blood to play with, though. That Fukyo into the Eureka series is going to find that backdash with the whiff.
Great stuff. Unfortunately for Onda, we catch with that far slash. We're getting zoned. That 2 blood making our normals a little bit better there. Able to get the wall splat, get the soft knockdown. No hard knockdown, but the damage, man. We got to come back from this damage.
Cross up on the other side. It's a low, but Onda blocks it. First off from Test Your Luck, but Onda finding the route.
Dude, what a gorgeous route. That was so awesome. That was all off of JK, I believe, and pulling out the deflect shield with that empty safe jump grab. Onda turning this into a Johnny round. Looks like we're going to have one more interaction. Can TestYourLuck fight out?
One more. Yeah, 100 meter on deck, but when Johnny's halfway across the screen from you, it doesn't really help you out that much. Oh, 5P, DP finds the air dash, looks for the burst, but finds it here with that second counter hit. Fukio's in, TestYourLuck cranked on blood, called out with a close slash. And if you're hard knockdown over there on the other side, this is not exactly where you want to be as Nago or anyone really. Burst coming back, but will it be here in time? It is. A meter on deck. Bolt deal RC. PRC back to keep it safe. Not a ton of blood to play around with, though. Ooh. US5H calls out the backdash. Says, you're not going to press. You're not going to press. Calls out the backdash and takes game 2.
Man, great.
Both of these players, absolutely no slouches. Some fantastic layers on display here.
No, absolutely. And you saw Onda very comfortable with that fall down JK, and they were going to do it there against TestYourLuck. They were going to win that game. But TestYourLuck, awake with that PRC on their whiff close slash attempt, able to PRC back and get the punish, and then eventually closing out that game. That is insane, man. What a close one. TestYourLuck up 2-0.
Yeah, looking for that burst again, but instead finds a bite, calls out the gold burst. And if you're TestYourLuck, you are so happy with the state of resources right now. Bars, okay, he's a sicko. My bad, bro. I didn't know your game was like this. Not quite dead though. The routing maybe not exactly what he needs, and if you're TestYourLuck, you might not be exactly put through the resources. Does see the overhead because mask on. We get to do a little phase shift from uni clear as a treat. You missed now, but we get to do a little phase shift as a treat. Finds the mix, calls out the backdash. Onda probably thinking he's coming in for the bite. Looks to backdash, get their punish. TestYourLuck taking advantage of that conditioning so far. Opened up by the low, though. Onda back in. Burst spent from Test.
Oh, but the super, we're trying to call out maybe a misfinder start. Oh, no, a punish to the misfinder.
Sour spot 2. Gets the pickup. Mario Party. Fukio in. Bite. So, there's a really fun interaction here. Fun and cool and balanced and nice, where blocking DP1 means you can cancel into spin, but
gonna show off some of that Slayer goodness if they can go ahead and fight through Christian Crab. I just remember this is like a very terrible matchup for Asuka, right?
I believe it, but I also think that I feel like this matchup is much closer than Slayer Testament, where you see Slayer Testament, you're like, oh, like Testament could probably keep Slayer out, but then 2H kind of exists, right? However, in this matchup, Slayer might have way less avenues to actually interact with the cubes. Oh, managed to scoot just through that cube, sticking around from the staff. Master Slammer staying plus. Crab blocks the cross up, though, putting Cloned on one last interaction with 50 meter. The J Shiki? F Shiki. Oh, and then the 5D to close it out. Another overhead.
Another one. Christian Crab with these 5Ds. Catching out Clone wearing that Fumo tag. Shout out to the Fumo Occult. Someone please correct me in the chat. Fumo, when do they host again? Is it Tuesdays? Does Fumo host?
That sounds
Tuesdays?
right.
Shout out to the Fumo brackets, y'all. Someone please correct me if I'm wrong. Clone here. Getting cubed up. I'm going to keep it a buck. Crab able to get a stray hit in. Red RC to turn into a combo. Clone able to weave in that burst, though. Great block right there from Crab to close out that game. I was thinking that was a very smart choice from Clone there, using that super to fight out. And to the same merit, Crab had a really smart choice of just that walk-up block when you got the cubes in front of you. And the Asuka player we saw earlier, help me out. The Asuka player earlier, Jesus Christ.
Macho?
Say again?
Macho?
Thank you. Sorry. MACHO earlier doing something similar, right? With having the big wall of cubes, walking up, just blocking, looking out for a burst or a defensive mechanic or something. We saw KRAB doing the same thing. So I mean, all Asukas are hip to you know, having this threat of their cubes across the screen. They can just walk up and block.
Absolutely. Knocked with the low. Not quite able to get that wall stick, but absolutely happy to set up the arpeggio, get the mana refilling, refill your hand. Cube, 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 cube. Staying in. Big cube. Red cube. Another red cube. More red cube. Another big cube. More red cube. Nope. Lightning. Now the red cube. Yeah! Auto import. Mana regen. Just kidding. Mappa time!
Mappa time indeed, but that 9-frame reversal, KRAB gonna go ahead and send you another one if you missed the first. Closing out that round. Good stuff. Christian KRAB here on that blue aura. Asuka tearing it up.
And KRAB, very good at blocking these cross-ups, gambling on options after blocking Master's Hammer. Master's Hammer, absolutely one of those moves you're like, you can throw it, and you're like, do you want to mash throw when you see Slayer coming in? Is that how you want to live? Sometimes you got it. Sometimes you got it. But ooh, came up and making it through the arpeggio. Yerk to deal with that cross-up step.
Real quick, I want to shout out Wang in the chat. What's going on, Wang? Hype for our friend Christian over here. Love to see it. Curb stomp, my point. First suit as well. Rooting for Eve. Okay, let's go. We got some Eve fans. Brother Shinji with the cube. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of Asuka tonight. We've been seeing a lot of Asuka. KRAB getting this stray hit off of that teleport. Clone holding on to this burst.
Burst out. K-Mappa in. RC finds the close slash on the other side. Your money or your life. Clone staying alive here in this first match. Calls out the DP. JH whiffs on the backdash, but a nice route here. SMH shaking my head. Super Mappa hunch. Getting a hard knockdown. Close slash blocks the burst. One on the board for Clone.
Great stuff. One on the board for Clone indeed. Great stuff. Yeah, that far slash counter hit, man. You get hit by that shit and you want to burst because you want to keep playing the game, but nope. Nope. It's plus enough. Gonna go ahead and just hold back, take your burst out of your pocket, kill you anyways.
Low slash as he holds you up, shakes the lunch money out of your pockets. Gives you a swirly.
That's what it feels
the
like,
least
man.
dandy thing you could possibly do, maybe.
That's what it feels like, man. They're dashing on each side of you just to get you with a close slash anyways. That's what it feels like. But Clone keeping KRAB here in the corner, weaving in that 2H here against Asuka. And that's a good button against Asuka, right? You're trying to pick a card. You're trying to start up a box. You're trying, I mean, cube, rather. That 2H checks you, but KRAB fighting back. Great mash.
Yeah, some rough initial draws when they were in test case 1, but now they've got everything they need. They just need the space to get it going. They've got the mana, they've got some meter, but the cross-up close slash, Master Hammer staying plus, cross-up. Yerk to make the space, run up, throw. Clone respecting their offense a little too much. Cross-up of their own says, hey, I got command movement, I got spells.
Dude, that was actually tricky as all hell, but Clone kept it on top and was able to get the side swap and get the last few hits she needed against Christian KRAB. Great stuff, keeping your cool against a pilot of a character this complicated.
And that just off that 5k round start, the space they need to get things going. Test case 3, big cube. Mana already flowing back in. What looked to be a Mappa hunch from Clone called out there in the corner, but burst still on deck. They're taking it to round 3.
And KRAB with that teleport mix-up again. They've been really able to weave that in. It's been really impressive, honestly, at least in these past few rounds. And just, you know, the cross-up threat on the screen. Look at the cards, right? 2 cross-up cards from KRAB. I'm also thinking cross-up, but no, it was the overhead ball. KRAB able to get this mental stack established against Clone here.
Arpeggio 2, big cube. What is the mix? Cross up.
Great stuff right there. Crab taking game 2 here against Cloned.
Man, these Asuka players and their filthy top decks. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, man, they just, I don't know what to say. They pop Gold Sarcophagus. They get a free search because the card was banished. I thought Gold Sark was at 1, but never mind.
Dude, they're just casting Vamp Tutor in their end steps. What the hell?
Yeah,
Fun,
playing Reinforcement of the Army, getting that Armageddon Knight.
That being said, Christian Crab doing a very good job of playing out what they get in their hands. Holding on to certain things. Curious to see if they hold on to GP here or if they let it go with everything else. Arpeggio, refuel. Big cube, second Arpeggio. Still holding on to that DP. That could be an important card for them in this matchup. DP's just past where it'll hit. They have been playing the matchup. Mappa's in. $5D to pop up with the Arpeggio. Big cube, lightning on deck. Finds the wall stick and closes out that round.
Great stuff right here. Trying to keep track of the round count right here. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm having so much fun watching. I'm not paying attention to the numbers. We got Clone getting caught by that big bomb cube. Point blank. Crab able to get a wall splat here as well. Didn't accidentally get the wall break. Has enough time to go into their 9-frame super. Get that hard knockdown established.
Last Horizon, take a bite.
Oh my god.
I thought the comments of Skeleton wouldn't kill. But that's always, like, you see Last Horizon and it's always like, I didn't think that was gonna kill. Nope. It did. I thought he still had Mana Shield. I could be wrong.
Great stuff getting that burst in here, but man, even with the burst, Cloned is able to represent that full screen Mappa. You got to be careful what option you pick. Baiting the YRC means we don't get a punish, but we get the sit in your face still, and that's where Slayer wants to be. Here we are getting picked up. Cloned getting in with that Mappa, but that was a -1. Crab awake on that 2K to fight back, but Cloned keeping this corner pressure despite it all.
Oh, 2H counter hit, meter on deck. Another on the board for Clone.
All right, and the score is 2-2 then, I think.
2-2. Chat, can we confirm? Did we miss a round for Sir Crab?
I think we did, but Minuet told us that we missed it, and I'll admit I can't go back and check. so it would be cool to get another confirmation if someone else saw. Not that I don't trust you, Minuet, just want to make sure. I mean, we'll find out in a second. Someone confirm quick. Yeah, someone check the tapes. I mean, we'll find out. I mean, clearly both of our players are still playing right now, so someone's got two. Someone hasn't won yet, and that's all that matters here. That's all that matters. We still are fighting out. Apparently in game 5, as Clone gets that counter hit with the Master's Hammer, Crab bursting to keep the corner.
Arpeggio set up, another on deck with mana regen and the flame cubes. Flame cube Arpeggio, mana regen, another Arpeggio, lightning, another flame cube. Nope, we've got super.
Getting that super for the hard knockdown. I mean, I'll speak personally. I get the hard knockdown on Slayer, but if he's not dead, I'm like, okay, I gotta lock in. As long as he has HP, as long as he can still hit buttons, I'm like, okay, it's anyone's game. But the run-up throw, Christian Crab able to show some dominance here in the last round to get the set point in game 5.
6P's the first cube, came up as in, but doesn't quite make the space they need. Crab drawing cards, advancing their game plan. Calling out with the guard crush. Auto import available. Came up as coming in, but the super's active first. 9-frame active. Scoots in just before the big cube comes out, though. Another Master's Hammer to cross up. The Flex Shield to make space. Bunker RC tries to get to step in, but gets thrown for their troubles. And again, that burst against the Arpeggio blocked. One more on the board for KRAB.
Yo, good stuff right. Excuse me, good stuff right there. KRAB getting that game 3 against Cloned. That was a weird situation right there. I would have called that rollback if I wasn't spectating. But great block right there, KRAB. And of course, TestYourLuck representing that 9 Moons. We have a few 9 Moons players every once in a while. We had a Rat a few weeks ago come in, but TestYourLuck, regular 9 Moons player we've been seeing a lot of. Our main Nagoriyuki rep, I think.
Ooh. Fukyo back 6H to call out the DP. Tries to 5H to clip Kai as he runs up behind CSE instead of using Clone to spend the blood, but gets punished for it. Kai getting a big return here, getting positive bonus to refill that burst. Called out that reversal spin. Not quite reversal, a barre spin. But some interesting options from TestYourLuck here, especially regarding their counter projectile game. Using that 6P earlier to make it through the CSE to then spin, as opposed to doing like a Beyblade clone Fukyo.
Now I'm watching that blood. It did not pop, so TestYourLuck is going to be okay, it seems, using that meter, but that means we're still in that 3 blood range. Dany trying to fight back, but great defense from TestYourLuck. I got to keep it a buck. Able to capitalize on this 3 blood damage against Dany. But, oh, the whiff grab means we're going to be able to deal some more damage, but not close out the round. Of course, we need one more hit, but the stun dipper red RC.
It's a lot of damage, likely positive, not going to be enough to kill. Doesn't quite get the 50 meter for a super and a hard knockdown, though, which means TestYourLuck's got 50 meter to play with, as well as White Wild Assault.
TestYourLuck able to close it out there with the 6H, I think that button was. Great stuff. Oh, I like this shimmy that we're playing with that Fukyo back, Fukyo forward. Dany with a good match, but hey, our DP's getting baited. TestYourLuck trying to take the burst as well. I like that, but Dany able to fight back.
RTL, high on blood for TestYourLuck, 50 meter to play around with. Gets clipped by the Far Slash, though. Actually, it might have been 5H. And that's that first round on the board for Dany.
I just noticed, I'm sorry, I saw Sun Puppy. I was going to scroll up and read their message. I just realized it was a copy pasta.
Man, the only thing better than this gameplay is the feeling of using a match arena code, which is totally free and supports the players and tourney. Smile face.
They're spitting, absolutely spitting. Great copy pasta indeed, guys. Go
That's
claim.
just true too. Those match arena codes are free. They toss an extra 25 cents into the pot. If we get all of them, it's an extra $12.50 for our top 3 players this evening. So if you're appreciating the gameplay on display, want to show a little love to your players, we do also have direct donations, and we do have Jeekly shirts as donation incentives.
Yep. So it's you drop 20 bucks, it puts 15 in the pot. $5 covers shipping. Get a Jeekly shirt for y'all. We still got some left. We had someone order one a couple days ago. I went ahead and got that all processed out. So if you got any questions about the Jeekly shirts, let us know. We got pictures as well to show y'all. So yeah, definitely got a lot for you. Dany's getting these throws against TestYourLuck, but the super, was that able to connect in the gap?
Yep, finds that 2P, just a little non-committal try and check to keep that pressure going. TestYourLuck seizes the gap though, taps the sign, makes it out. Sometimes when your opponent's got 100 meter, you just gotta respect that. Play around their ability to try and match. Finds that bit of blood back off that 5P.
Oh, the counter hit on the far slash right there. Dany able to carry TestYourLuck to the corner for a Sacred Edge hard knockdown, but TestYourLuck does have resources on their side, even if we are at the 3 blood. Dany trying to OS that burst bait, able to still deal the damage, but not get the kill.
TestYourLuck here with 100 meter, calls out the jump with 2H, but that BRC drift over from Dany is gonna lock TestYourLuck in, close out that round.
Great stuff right there. That slow 2H animation coming out. Dany able to punish it, getting these angled stun edges in. I thought that was about to be a grab, but Dany instead getting the slash pressure from the full screen. TestYourLuck gets this counter hit and gets the pressure started, though.
Fukyo forward close slash. Oh, the Fukyo putting him just in range as he hits 3 blood to hit the 5H. Counter hit the startup of that CSE before it becomes active. Trying to stay in, 6Ps through the CSE, but gets caught backdashing with the far slash. Dany's recognized he's a little scared to run up throw.
That's a good amount of damage with a hard knockdown to back it up. Dany up a game already, and looks like they're going to get another under their belt with that tap 5D red RC. Great stuff right there. Dany going up 2-0 in this set. And I did want to shout out D Rizzle. What's going on, D Rizzle? Appreciate you. Nice BRC, Dany. Yeah, damn. Dany kind of cooking with those RCs, man. Dany apparently been playing this game for a minute or two. Pretty comfortable with those system mechanics.
Good. This Dany player might be good, you know.
Yeah, he might be all right. He might be all right. Someone in the Discord, I think they entered the Academy bracket, but they were taking a screenshot of the seating before it was done, and their next opponent was Dany. And they're like, oh, man, I'm going to be cooked in my second round. And I'm like, hey, like, just to humble you, remember, 99% of people aren't beating this man. Like, statistically, he's not going to drop a set tonight, statistically. So, you ain't special. You ain't special. We'll see what TestYourLuck can do. TestYourLuck may be a statistic also, a world-class Nagoriyuki player, but that's not to discredit them. That's to credit Dany, the Kai GOAT.
Absolutely. I mean, if I had to pick a player in this bracket to take some sets off Dany, TestYourLuck would definitely be one of them. I'm certainly not biased. That being said, Dany up on set point, getting in reps at backdash BRC just to put the fear of God in him. A good start from TestYourLuck, maybe a little too committed to these burst baits. Sometimes you just got to get your route. Big counter hit 2H though. Early super before the wall stick to secure that damage.
That's good damage too.
Would have been nice for the blood. 6k forward, clash cancels with the DP. Dany's got a turn though. Stun Dipper RC popping up.
Dude, I really want to highlight that. I mean, it's ages ago at this point, but that DP clash into the IAD that Dany did. Most people, when they do their DP clashes, will just send another DP, but Dany, awake, recognizing the situation, gets the IAD instead. Now, we're still in this game, but the bite, holy shit.
The PRC invuln to put him right in place to where he needs to be. Taking a bite out of Dany, says, hey, gods can bleed too. That being said, Dany tossing TestYourLuck in the corner, shock state through the wall.
All right, we got that blood going up, actually going back down, excuse me, but still able to get these straight hits against Dany, getting that red RC for the wall splat as well. 6H for the most damage we can, but no hard knockdown. How are we going to open up Dany here?
That behind the back close slash was kind of clean, but Dany sending him right back where he came from, this time with a hard knockdown though. Both players with nearly equal resources. Burst scouted out by Dany though with the RC, and that's a 3-0. And when people say, oh, it's 3-0, but it was close, this was a close 3-0, let it be said.
And then let's give some education to y'all that don't have it. Unbiased ear representing that Koi tag. Been cooking on the Johnny here in the Jeekly for a while now. Multiple top 8s, multiple second places against Dany, who has already moved up on that winner side. So even if Unbiased ear wins this, they have to go up against their bracket demon. With that being said, Crab been playing some awesome Asuka, had a very notable placement recently, and they're proving that they earned it here against Unbiased ears. So this is going to be an interesting set to see. And this is the second time we've seen Johnny Asuka, or was it Asuka Axel?
We've seen Asuka Axel, and we've seen Asuka Johnny, because we saw
and then we saw Johnny Axel. So we saw all three playing against each other. Then we saw the whole RPS.
Ooh, fantastic little cross up there to steal the corner and close that out with a saucy little cape flip.
Dude, those cape flips are so pretty. Once I learned that those were the K normals, I'm like, dude, that's so cute. That's so good. Crab right here with that cross up. We saw them using it against their previous, it was against Clone, right? Against Clone, very much that cross up cube. It was getting in a lot of straight hits. It looks like it's a part of their arsenal, using it here against Unbiased ear. Unfortunately, that gold burst whiffing. What's the mix going to be? Are we just going to get chipped out? Looks like we blocked that tap dust.
Big cube up there, though. The second he stops crouching, it could hit him standing. A nice little BRC F Shiki to represent that double overhead. Open him up. Dastardly mix. Dastardly, parenthetical, laudatory.
Yeah, call that one an Asuka round, man. Great stuff right there, Crab. But I mean, you got to give some credit to Unbiased there. Someone more pessimistic probably would say that that was checkmate, right? But Unbiased holding it in with that block right there, trying to fight back out. I love that. I respect that. Blocking the 5D, that run up 5D that Crab has been using to hit everyone else. You know, Unbiased is blocking it, so a great start so far. Just call that one an Asuka round. We'll see what happens next. Unbiased definitely got some good ideas up their sleeve. And guys, while we got a second of downtime, I see y'all cranking on those Matcherino codes. I really appreciate y'all so much. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna keep spamming this one. I got no, you know, what is it? I got no shame. I'll keep spamming that link for that Matcherino code. I appreciate y'all guys adding money to the prize pool and supporting players like this. Crab getting counter hit by Unbiased, trying to set up that card, but Crab with some soft knockdowns here, taking the burst out of Unbiased pocket. Oh man, Unbiased definitely wanted that anti-air close slash there. I probably would have went for the same, but my Bridget close slash doesn't connect, and neither does Johnny's. Crab able to capitalize with that super for the wall break, wall damage, closing out this first round in game 2.
Here, grabbing that knockdown, but Crab absolutely striking back on this other side. A little low on mana. Shield broken. Back now. You're just skating around that arpeggio, getting over the first wave and under the second. Masterful, but caught by Crab on the other side. Same side, but nope. Ears wisening up to these tricks. Mana shield broken, meter on deck. And a nice little just Mistfinder dash cancel into the super just to swag on him, get some reps in instead of just doing a simple RC combo. These players are having fun. You love to see it.
Yeah, having fun in winner side of top 8 in the Jeekly 26. Sometimes you're so good you can play with your food even when the stakes are this high. So definitely appreciate the our players taking the chance to show off some of their flair, and call it BM or call it disrespect. Like, hey, look, I'm just gonna take my time to show off my swag as Unbiased gets this super for the hard knockdown.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever call it BM. It's just fun. They're players pushing buttons, right? That's what we're here for at the end of the day. We're all having a good time. PRC with the card pop to stay, plus Yerk before the other card pop becomes active to get out of the situation. Text the throw, though. Both players back to neutral. Only 2 cards on deck for Crab. Air dash is over that Mistfinder. The air throw is going to get the resources back in the barrel. Reload, refresh, super. No hard knockdown though. Interesting.
I honestly don't know why it didn't.
OTG off wall stump maybe?
Oh, must have been, I guess. But Crab not letting that stop them. Able to get this next hit, closing out game 2 in a nail biter, I'd say. Christian Crab up 2-0. And then Yoon FGC, thank you for that follow. I appreciate you, Yoon. Go ahead and hit that exclamation point bracket if you're interested to go ahead and see where we're at currently on the winner side of top 8. Christian Crab up 2-0 here. We already saw Dany qualify against Test Your Luck. After this, we'll be going down the losers, seeing Kriby on Goldlewis playing against Cloned on that Slayer. What's going on, Dilb? Jeek, want to meet me out by the parking lot next to the food truck? Oh, you know I do, Dilbs.
Yo, Dilb's coming in with the glizzies. Let's go.
You know I do, Dilbs. Unironically, I didn't have dinner. So I am fucking
Honestly,
hungry.
if Dilbs popped up IRL to me and was like, "Hey, I've got hot dogs," I'd absolutely have a hot dog.
If Dilbs pulled up and had a truck and said, "Hey, I have food in it," fucking yeah, we're best friends. Unbiased gets this K Finer hit full screen. Crab wanting the burst to try to get the situation calmed down a bit.
Dude, when is Dilbs opening up his cross-country food truck to feed these poor, starving Stride players? That's what I'm saying. Oh, calls out the throw, though, with the backdash. Ear thinking about the tick throw setups from Crab, but Crab thinking about them thinking about it, and then just throwing them twice. Didn't quite get the F-Shiki setup. 5P, though, off to that PRC is going to get them out of the arpeggio. They're not here to listen to the music. They don't want to hear it. In the corner here, Mana Regen keeping that shield active. They're going to live this wall break.
And I didn't know if that card was going to go away or not. I actually don't know the exact details on cards disappearing, but I did see that card that Unbiased got with the throw that started the wall splat before we even saw any of those interactions right there. So great stuff, Unbiased. Call that one a Johnny round. Call that an Unbiased round. You know, we're doing pretty well for ourselves right now.
Dash forward, close slash to call out the air maneuver, and then a high finer on a hard read. Ear might have the download they need to start their reverse sweep here in the first round, winner side, top 8.
Great stuff. And Unbiased got that positive bonus, cranking, able to spend that BRC, but still had 50 more for some mix. And now we got 50 more for a kill. That low miss finer is all we're going to need.
Yeah, great, nice little F-Shiki of their own, too, off the end. Senga RC, JP, low finer, come back down, threaten with the meter, but and they didn't even did they have card out? I don't think they even had card out. They got the K finer and might have either gotten landing recovery or were threatening having the 50 meter to stay plus instead.
Yeah, I think it was just a 50 meter, but you know, I'm feeling like that Chris Pratt meme where, you know, at this point I'm too afraid to ask, what's an F-Shiki?
Oh, an F-Shiki is a term for a fuzzy attack. So it literally translates to F technique. There was a Japanese player whose tag was just F, and it's an overhead into an overhead, usually rising, but it's usually like something that could be an overhead into a low. So you see like close slash, jump cancel, BRC, right? And then you do like 2 little overheads or like a little overhead into a low. That's an F-Shiki, baby.
Essentially how Nitro plays the game, essentially.
Yeah, a lot of people also call them fuzzies. I like calling them F-Shikis personally, though, just because it helps separate some distinctions from like fuzzy blocking or like fuzzy guarding, right? Fuzzy mash. There's a term people will use a lot.
I just like using it because it makes me fuzzy inside. As Unbiased tried to get the wall break right there, but the bounce off means we get a throw instead. Crab on the trade hit is still alive. But damn, I don't know what button that was. Maybe a 5K or something there from Unbiased. Gets another trade hit going in their favor.
Text the throw and mashes to try and get that trade to close it out. I almost wonder if Ear could have gotten card super there off that first finer instead of going for a second one. Great little slab low from Crab there to get their offense going. A little low on mana, spending some health for it. And this next hit, oh, DP's out, had just enough mana for it. No mana for their other spells. Spending their meter to get that distance. PRC to say stay from Ear. Burst built back up, but the shield's about to break. You gotta live.
Ooh, that counter hit, close slash on the other side. Man, Unbiased really locking in this game and the past one as well. Were those 2 games where we didn't drop any rounds? I think Unbiased kind of locked in here so far.
Yeah, like I said, Unbiased might have the info they need to turn this around and get the reverse sweep going. Because remember, Ear was down 2-0.
Ear was down 2-0 again, and some pretty close sets as well, I'd say, you know. Like, even from the start, or rather, no, wait, no. One of those first rounds was a really stompy Asuka round, wasn't it? Oh, I'm getting them all mixed up now at this point. We've seen too many Asukas. And all of them have been crap. This is the 3rd crab game? 2nd crab game? I don't even know anymore. I'm going crazy over here. Unbiased sweep in the chat. Again, Unbiased, multiple second places here at the Jeekly, so definitely a player that deserves where they're out right now. Crab is the one to prove themselves. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. They're doing pretty well for themselves so far in Game 5. Steals the corner, but Unbiased awake with that back throw instead. Gets the card pop as well. Damn, looking like an Asuka round right there for a second, but Unbiased able to clamp it out there. Great stuff.
2K overhead, finer RC, meter on deck, speak and spell, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. What is it? KLMNOP.
Angered absolutely cooked with that one as we press 5P. Crab trying to do a round start to check this far slash possibly from Unbiased ear. But here we are, both players doing their zoning. Tonight's been the Jeekly of the zoners, it seems. Crab trying to burst back out to get some neutral established. We do get a hit and take the burst right back from Unbiased.
And if you're Asuka here, these three red orbs are not doing you any favors. This is a rough hand to draw. 50 meter on deck for the other side, but this is Crab's last stock for this set here in Game 5. Backdash BRC gets the throw. Time to rebuild the mana, grab a second card. Burns all three red orbs to try and find something better, but gets hit for their troubles. Needs to win on defense, gets picked up though. Hard knockdown, not quite enough to kill, and gonna be very low if not broken on mana other side. No mana at all, burst on deck though, but when to use it. Guard Crush, looking not get chipped, but the burst is baited. Ear with the reverse sweep.
We got to go ahead and watch this game. It's going to be Kriby against Clone. Clone, I forgot, that's right, Clone plays Bridget for a few matchups. So here we are. I was surprised, but there we go. We're going to see a 9-1 here, the Goldlewis players will have you believe. Oh, but Kriby with some awesome PRC behemoth pressure. Clone, despite that red RC nerf to DPs, it's still a DP and you're still able to use it on the gaps, but Kriby 6P'ing that roll pressure. Clone has to use YRC to try to get the neutral back to normal. Oh my god, that dash block right there from Kriby. Good far slash from Clone to get a stray hit on those dash blocks in between. But Kriby awake with that backdash against a BRC, I mean rather a Blue Wild Assault character. Closes out that round. Great defense from Kriby all around.
Absolutely. Gets in with the JD. That Blue Wild Assault not blocked. Getting the yo-yo set into the mix. 2S from Goldlewis not quite connecting.
Ooh, I saw Clone do a little bit of a delay on that roll as well, but Kriby still awake with that 6P. Back throw means we're in the corner. We did get the 214S established. Kriby looking for a chance to try to hit 6P or some kind of option out of these roll pressure sequences. Getting caught by Clone's return yo-yo on that 214S. We're gonna have burst here. Do we spend it? No, doesn't even get the chance. Clone with that return of the Killing Machine super, closing out that round. What's going on, y'all? Y'all were cheering for Unbiased earlier. Jeekly 2xKO win. What's going on, Marouche? 2xKO win. When I don't need my players to stream it to me in Discord, then yeah, I'll consider hosting that tournament. In all seriousness, though, I don't know. It would be fun. I have a code. We'll see. But man, Kriby getting this kill right here against Clone in the first game. Now, Clone picking the Bridget as a counter pick to the Goldlewis, I believe. Clone being a Slayer player as of late. So we'll see if they're confident on that matchup, or if they're going to go back to the bread and butter, go back to that Slayer. Looks like we may just do a restand on the Bridget.
2x G glow.
2x G glow. Wait, oh, is that? Oh, you're saying that 2x G?
No,
glow?
I'm just, my brain's just like, I'm looking at the letters. I'm like, there's something in here.
There's something in there. Germa Gaming. What? Germa Gaming. Oh, what? Germa Gaming. Did someone say Miku? HBD Miku. Oh, happy birthday, Miku. Thank you, Curb. Send the J. What's going on, Ruby? What's going on, Ruby? Ruby's got some players they're rooting for in the chat. And Dills with the I love Jeek. I love you, Dills. Appreciate you. Appreciate you coming in here on the Jeekly 26 as we got Kriby with some awesome behemoths right here. Zoning out clone, getting a punish as well. The startup of the scooter, man. Kriby kind of running it right now in this round. The BRC unfortunately not able to get us out of the corner. Kriby with that walk up. Damn.
Yeah, there's some times where you get the BRC off and you're like, all right, what are my options? Oh, I got a block. Oh, God.
Oh, wait. There's a large man in front of me. I have to block. Unfortunately, the 214S gave Kriby the corner, but we were able to fight back out there a second. Great Abari from Kriby. Doesn't even have to think about the mental stack of that Roger command grab. If you're just going to Abari anyways, it checks quite a few things. Dude, and also, real quick, just to credit Kriby, don't mean to sound biased. He's just playing him really well right now. That is the second blue wild assault we backdashed. Great stuff right there, Kriby. Great stuff. So if I'm cloned, if I'm a blue wild assault player against Kriby right now, I'm thinking like, damn, where can I wild assault? I know that I personally really what's the word? I really rely on that blue wild assault pressure string that I can get for seemingly free against players my level. But then I start playing against some good players, man. They start backdashing that blue wild assault and killing me for it, and I'm spending my burst. Damn.
Well, I don't know if I call myself a good player, but I do be mashing backdash. I'm just joking. Oh, clone swapping to the Slayer, though. Vampires notably not afraid of guns or drones. Need a stake. Dash not quite clearing for the cross-up to escape that BT in time. Blocks the overhead. Avoiding the chip. Oh, but came off as stuffed. 2H, Master's Hammer finds the damage. Cross up, burst out. Drone available. Oh, gets over, but the 2P dodges the JD after the JS.
Dude, great stuff right there. Kriby has been so awake with these mashes, with these fuzzy options, man. And not to be confused with the F Shiki. I'm talking defensive fuzzy options. This jump back, this 2P. Great stuff from Kriby, man, and we're getting rewarded with it. We're up 2 games here against Clone. Of course, we swapped to that Slayer, but, you know, it's looking like Kriby is just playing well. Looks like it doesn't matter what the matchup is.
Yep, Clone possibly looking for that Fist of Doom there. Oh, clashes into the super, and the wall break takes it 3-0 for Kriby. Really keeps that mental stack high.
Live and die by the throw. tskrBrian got Onda over here in the corner, starting things off. Onda repping that Johnny. We saw them go out earlier on their winners qualifier run, but Onda definitely a threat, can make a loser's run for themselves. Brian, top 10 Zato, by the way, multiple top 8er of the Jeekly. I think they actually just won a VTuber tournament like a few weeks ago as well.
So, I believe it.
Yeah, so great stuff, Brian. But I mean, being that good at Zato ain't gonna mean nothing against a great player like Onda, or at least it's going to mean that you're gonna be even, right? Like, we're gonna have in for a good set here.
Shark Bolt, Brouhaha, RC. Oh, still gets the wall stick for a little bit of meter regain on that burst. Onda appreciative of that, I'm sure, but maybe not happy to have been command throw a couple times in a row. That JH sailing back down, break the law, evades the overhead, but Brian keeping it going. Goes for the reset with Eddie dead, gets hit by that frame trap with the Wild Assault. Card available, pop in, overhead with the meter.
Great stuff. Onda with that 6H for the damage. Of course, Brian is up around right now, so some good Zato interactions are going to be all we need. And baiting that throw and getting the counter at overhead is a good start. Brian's got Onda in the corner.
Looking for that YRC, finds it too. Burst coming back, and the burst is what's going to kill Eddie there. Break the law. PRC techs the air throw, though.
Dude.
Oppose out. Oppose again. Pierce. Frog, but Eddie's dead now. It's Onda's turn to try and control the screen. Wild Assault back in.
Ooh,
6K gets the throw. Card available.
So cheeky.
Blocks the overhead. Meter available. Vault PRC, and it's the overhead instead of the low.
Dude, great stuff right there on a Pixel, closing out that round against Brian. You got to give some credit to Brian's mix right there, showing some awesome options, but then you got to go right back and give it to Onda for that great defense. Of course, we're in the corner now, using that oppose to threaten, keep you from pressing any button, gets that command grab instead.
Amorphous here. The brightest lights cast the darkest shadows. tskrBrian looking to eclipse Onda here in the corner. Burst built back up.
Okay, oh, that card pop caught the drift back right there on the same story as last round, back on a Pixel, but we're on the driver's seat. Brian spending that burst, but losing Eddie right away means we gotta just play our honest low tier out here. On the zoning out Brian. One more hit for Brian is all we need. Can we get a JP or something, man?
No. Oh, caught by the vault deal. Wall break here. Brian's still alive. Happy to be out of the corner, I'd imagine. Amorphous to try and hold down some space. Make that distance, and the deal caught by that frog as it comes up for their trade.
Damn, great stuff right there, Brian, with the, you know, I don't know how to phrase it, the Hail Mary options, right? Like, sending that super, getting the Eddie right under you to try to keep you zoned out full screen, both of our players being on a Pixel there. You know, we did our Hail Mary first.
And great awareness, especially to, like, recognize he's in that deal animation, get the frog up there to get that trade. You lose Eddie, but when they're on a Pixel, sometimes you gotta make sacrifices.
Yeah, Totsu giving some compliments to tskrBrian. Shouts Totsu, by the way. Great soul player, number 2 soul player, number 1 soul player. Giving some credit to Brian. You know, I'll give some Brian lore. I actually met Brian at Otakon, a anime convention. I didn't know it was him. It was just a guy wearing a Zato button-up shirt that was in the bracket, playing Zato. And then come to find out, he actually was local to my area and goes to our locals. So yeah, shout out to tskrBrian, VTuber, top 10 Zato, and also going to be helping us run a tournament. Don't let me forget, I'm gonna shout it out after this round.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Also, what's good, Totubunger? What's good, Mystic Pyro Freak? In the chat. Unbiased here, downplaying Johnny. Nature's healing. No, I'm just joking. I'm on Twitter every once in a while. We can play around a little.
Anchored Prince Nagoriyuki player having a lot to say about Johnny. Let's remind him who he plays.
I'm just joking. That being said, tskrBrian Risk being built up here. Onda's doing a great job of keeping that risk gauge high to make sure that they're getting paid whenever these mist finders land. That little JP to get the overhead. Brian knew he didn't have time for the finder, but he did have time for the JP. BRC drift in.
Oh man, Onda getting that back throw on the slowdown, whipping, weaving in that close slash as well. Onda taking game 2 here, and guys, before I forget, let me go ahead and shout this out. I've been trying to do it all tonight. It's the pinned thing right now for the bracket, the tskrBrian birthday bash presented by the Jeekly, 2 weeks from now on August 30th at 7 p.m. EST, normal Jeekly time, a $1,000 Guilty Gear Strive tournament. Guys, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's gonna be crazy. We'll see how well it runs. I'm really excited. tskrBrian's birthday, so happy early birthday to him. Asked us to help out run a tournament for him, and he's putting up the money. So shout outs to Brian. You got to give him the credit there. What an awesome contribution to the community, and we got to show him some love for that.
Absolutely. If you think this Zato on screen's a fraud and you hate all these JS resets, come run his pockets on August 30th. I'm just joking. We love Brian.
And then we got some
Throw
people
here
in the
corner, 100 meter on deck. 5D RC. Spell it out for him.
There you go. What's their name? It's the third Johnny we've seen tonight. Don't get them mixed up. You kept track of them all. Onda, Unbiased. You remember the first one? Zephyr. It was Zephyr. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. What's going on, Daya, by the way? What's going on, Aqua? How we living? And then we saw Kriby here in the chat with the DMV sweep. What's going on, guys? Right here, DMV. Talk about DMV sweep. Brian right here. We are down around, but we're getting some pressure here against Onda. We're getting some hits. Not able to, you know, Onda deciding not to spend that burst. Brian getting the hard knockdown with that super. Soft knockdown. Brian with the, or was that hard knockdown? Doesn't matter. 5D gets the hit. Perfect. We're evening up the rounds here in game 3. All right, y'all. Great stuff right here coming out from Brian. We got Onda in the corner. I feel like every time I go to Brian's stream, shout out tskrBrian's stream, by the way. Every time I go there, he's got someone in the corner. We're running some, you know, overhead reset mix. But Onda, not someone to take for granted, right? Able to use our defensive options. A world-class player on that Johnny. But Brian just playing so well. And Zodom 1 doesn't matter if you're a player of this magnitude. I'm gonna keep. I almost said it. I'm gonna keep it real.
Living on just a pixel, meter available, possibly for a YRC. Oh, the Finer gets through the oppose as it becomes active just at the end. The 6P not quite there. PRC 2P instead of the throw. Gambling the Onda knows about break the law PRC command throw. But now this could be Onda's game when Tasker had 100 meter on the other side and possibly could have killed.
Oh man, that's so unfortunate for Brian trying to get that 2P earlier, but Onda keeping it cool, fighting back, spending our resources on a pixel, gets game 3. Damn. Damn, Onda kind of cooked right there. I'm gonna keep it a buck, guys. I'm gonna keep putting it up on the stream while tskrBrian's here, guys. tskrBrian birthday bash. I know I've said it 100 times. Look at that prize breakdown. First place gets $420. Second place getting 210. All right, these players here in the bracket tonight, the loser of this game gets 7th. That means they still would have gotten paid out. Isn't that crazy? $1,000 prize pool. Is winners finals up next? No, we're gonna keep running the loser side of things unbiased. So it should be Test Your Luck and Kriby up next. Test Your Luck and Kriby. Sometimes we will run the winners finals when the bracket is like uneven, but tonight the bracket was super even and super on time. So we're killing it right now. Honestly, the bracket's running super. I don't know if the players can tell. Feel free to give me some feedback. You know, maybe I got it mixed up, but I think the bracket's running super well right now. Here we go. Brian with this wall splat. Didn't spend the meter yet for the super. We're going to keep it for the mix. We are on set point for Onda. I just looked up and saw that Onda apparently already took a game. Oh my gosh. But the command grab's coming out from Brian. We got the 100 meter. We are about to get the burst as well. We're going to be able to try to open up Onda and try to get something reestablished here as we, unfortunately didn't super, but we still have 100 meter. Onda's been able to close down a pixel before.
Just a pixel left for Onda, taking that burst to that next round, though. Both players nearly full up on it. That round stat start far slash Tasker not wanting to give up positive yet.
Okay, here we go.
An ambitious dash forward into the 2S, getting paid here. Eddie resummons, finds the low. Oppose makes it through with the super. The fight out.
Okay, Brian, great tech right there. We do have meter to try to get another hit in, but Onda is about to get 50 to spend it on super.
Does this kill? I think it's just shy. 100 meter on deck for Brian on the other side. 2P to check. Yerk as he comes in. A Yerk of his own, which kills Eddie. He's going to make the space, but unfortunately little he can do inside of it without his friend.
Yo, great stuff right there to Onda with multiple comeback rounds.
tskrBrian, no slouch. These players, no slouches either.
Yeah, as we're here, we're guaranteed at this point in the tournament, you're guaranteed at least 5th place. Kriby earning their spot here on the left side on that Goldlewis, that Season 4 Goldlewis of all things. Test your luck here at 3 blood, running their pressure with red RC. Kriby taking quite a bit of hurting this round so far. Test your luck trying to close this one out. Surely gets the bite in, gets that blood cranked down. 50 more meter, don't even need it. Gets the low. Great stuff. Test your luck.
Getting bit in the corner, you got like a pixel of health, you just hear the Mario Party intro, and you're like, alright, let's go. Was Z to practice the game mode beforehand? No? Alright, my bad, bro, my bad.
I thought we were practicing. Are we going to practice? Weren't you going to teach me the buttons?
6H, hard knockdown. Might have been a whiff super there with just getting the far slash. That being said, 50 meter here to cook on the other side. A little high on blood, though.
Yeah, I wonder if that factored into Test Your Luck's decision making there, where we only did DP1. I wonder if that was a blood decision. But hey, we get this hit against Kriby. We have 100 meters to extend it all the way. Doesn't get the wall splat to kill, but the mix is what all we're going to need. Just only needed one more hit there. Test Your Luck, taking game 1.
The pang of anxiety I feel when I see other Nago players play, and they do like, all right, we're going to do close slash, and like they... Close slash, far slash, slash RC, and they do like 5k DP1. I'm like, okay, you wanna spend that blood, and then they do the far slash and it drops. I'm just like, ah, my heart. That being said, 50-50 afterwards before you pop looks good.
Great stuff, man, dude. Good set so far. Test your luck. I mean, keep it a buck. Kind of ran it right there. That's a Nagoriyuki round. Kriby, definitely a world-class player on this Goldlewis. I don't know their actual rating on this character, but I can't imagine it is much less, if lower than top 10 at least. So great stuff, Kriby. New player to strive, coming in the Jeekly. Not new to the Jeekly, multiple top 8s, and getting one for themselves so far in this tournament as they take a round against Test Your Luck.
Absolutely. Scooting back in, looking to gamble. A lot of blood spent, though. 5H might have just saved him on block from popping. Caught by the drone as he jumps in. Security gauge spent, though. And a big pickup here. Meter on deck. This next interaction lethal. Throw Piercy to keep it safe.
And that drone means we get to buy some neutral for ourselves, but Test Your Luck with those great defensive mechanics, able to get out, but not enough to avoid this OTG as Kriby. Dude, okay, Test Your Luck getting 2 rounds in a row, Kriby getting two rounds in a row. Man, great stuff. Holy moly. Been a set so far. Let's see, what else we got over here? Just reading the Discord, making sure everything is fine. I just got a Discord ping for something unrelated that reminded me my Discord pings aren't muted. Anchor, say something?
Hey, I'm saying thanks.
Okay, there we go. Got it. Thanks.
Both our players jumping back at round start. A little pretty respective of each other's options. Full blood and playing up against the clone. Gets the hit, but gets hit by that DT to contest space. 2S getting clipped by the JD in. BT with mask on, and the Milia impression. Plus into the other side aerial.
Big Milia coming out here. Test Your Luck, not taking it lying down, though. Gets that wall break with the 6H. We are at 3 blood, but we'll take it. We got 50 meter and positive bonus to back us. We got our burst back just now. Kriby may have us in the corner, but we got a lot of resources.
Yeah, Kriby backdashing that first FSSS fast RC Fukyo. Test Your Luck heading back in with a second one to test his reactions again and getting paid for it. This pressure now closing up the ground.
Great stuff. Test Your Luck even up the rounds here in game 3. Using that wall assault the round start, Test Your Luck is able to get a counter hit on that jump, that neutral jump rather. So good stuff. Got that soft knockdown. The boot punishes the 5K with DP1. Test Your Luck is kind of running away with this round.
Meaty overhead RC into super. With a lot of hits, it does crush guts. This might kill. Not quite, though. A pixel left for Kriby here in Game 3. Burst out after some blood spend, but the clone will do its job. Find the chip.
I don't think I've ever seen Nagoriyuki win from that angle before. Like the animation he did, like, am I crazy or did that look kind of cool? Like how it was like the angle like up under him on the left as the clone went and got the last hit. That was kind of sick. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I made a tweet before this, and I'm checking Twitter, and I am pleased with the reaction to this $1,000 tournament that we're hosting, y'all. So thank you very much. I don't mean to take the spotlight though from our players here playing in the loser side of this top 8. Now this is only our first losers game. We got no one coming up after this. Great match right there from Kriby. We get a soft knockdown. We're trying to reset the situation against TestYourLuck.
We're on deck for TestYourLuck, but chip to deal with. Oh, 2H getting over Goldlewis's kick. Oh, PRC's in, but doesn't see the YRC to stay plus. Looking for burst.
Oh man, this is actually looking like winnable now for Test right here. Kriby able to fight back though. I jinxed it. All I had to do was say something to jinx it. Good stuff right there. Kriby fighting back and closing out that round, finishing your food.
Yeah, TestYourLuck looking for that bar slash after the BT with a 6P, but unfortunately finding a BT for his troubles. And we've seen him going for these ambitious 5Hs through these like set play neutral projectiles like CSE and drone. Getting a little punished for it there, but finds that 5P frame trap after 5H Fukyo. Blood ticking back down after far slash. Gamble tries to gamble for the win, doesn't quite find the hit. Kriby maybe not aware that you're a tiny bit minus after that JH there if you don't have meter. Oh, but a second mini game will close out the round.
And now we're on set point right there, man. TestYourLuck with some awesome pressure in there despite the blood popping. Kriby getting hit here and taking half the HP, even as a character with that much HP, man. That's gotta feel bad. TestYourLuck in the driver's seat right now.
Oh, that far slash Fukyo RC is deadly because it could be bite or close slash after. Like a sign, like
ooh, like a tutor, or like or when you say a mentor, like a coach, right? But I like your wording of a mentor.
Yeah, maybe not like a coach, because like not like a mid-set thing, but like someone who can like show some character specialities to like some newer players.
Yeah, well,
the academy of the future.
Maybe we'll play with an idea like that. Definitely cooking something up right there. I appreciate that. That's you know, always looking for new fun brackets to run for all of y'all. Of course, the standard double elimination is what we're all used to. The bread and butter. Some of the best tournaments ever have been this format. So don't not necessarily jumping at our seats, but damn, we would love to hear some other formats and some other tournaments to be given back to y'all as the Jeekly is on this here on a pixel. But damn, we're fighting back against Crab. We are low mana, double teleport. What do you think about the card situation right now?
Ooh, YRC out, but didn't have a card for whatever they trying to cast on the other side. That being said, Onda finds the pickup, Mana Shield broken. Like we're saying, the last pixel of health is the most important one.
Yeah, and I feel like it's been these Johnny players tonight, or maybe just specifically Onda, who's been really good at these pixel robberies, you know? Trying to get Crab here, getting the tick throw pressure for that punish.
And far slash gets a burst out of Crab. That green cube will get low enough. Blocks that card super. Arpeggio's still out. Mana up. Guard crush into the overhead. Cubes out. One more flame cube on deck. Another guard crush. He's got everything he needs to start looping. Finds the cross up with the corner steel teleport. Big cube. 2H whiffs, giving onto that gap he might need to get back into this 100-meter on deck though. Big cube super calls out the vault. Big cube floating.
Big Q floating indeed. Oh, I love that from Onda. I don't know which misfire that is. S-Finer able to angle up and hit that Q. That was kind of cool. Great stuff
You're
from
just like,
Onda.
you know what? Let me cut these down. Let me cut these down real quick. Let me do a little branch trimming.
Yeah, got the coconut from the coconut tree.
You think you just fell out of a gravity step?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for knowing that one as Onda.
You exist in the context of all that cube before you and all that will cube after.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. As Crab gets this super to try to jail an Onda a little bit longer, but we're fighting out with that K Finer.
So one of Asuka's supers, of like the cube super, it interacts with the staff and one of them doesn't. And when I was trying to play this character for a little bit, I'd always just press the same button, and I wonder if like Asuka players ever get tripped up by that, if they've got a favorite of the two big cube supers.
Great stuff
Being
here.
said, down to the wire here, // beats out that cube there. An ambitious deal though means the cubes are coming in.
We got a good start to this combo right here. Get a reset. That 5D gets the flex shielded out, but Onda does still get picked up by Christian Crab, closing out the first game of this loser side of Jeekly 26. Crab with a great start.
Oh, when the cubes come marching in. You can do cards too for Johnny. Let's get everybody a When the Saints rendition.
Okay, so when you said there were two supers that were affected by the staff, I was like, no shot. And you're...
Yeah, there's one super that's affected by the staff and one super that's not. So you can always have the option of having just a purely lateral projectile, but if they are up and like affected by like a high up gravity staff that would make like the cube super not hit them, you've got options. Yeah. One's P, one's K. I'm not mistaken.
That is awesome. Today I learned, thank God we got anchored here on the comms, teaching me how to play this damn game. I just put the money up for the bracket. I don't know what else I'm doing. Onda trying to burst out of the corner here, but Crab is keeping us jailed in.
Good guard crush here. Big cubes on deck with teleports to mix, but he needs an opportunity to use them. 100 meter for both players. 2P to try and find that YRC. Vault not quite tall enough to get over that cube super. And a cross up to try and bait out that reversal super. Mix up the input. Vegio out. 5D at range.
Great.
Keep things safe.
Dude, it's not just Crab that wins on a pixel, it's also, or rather vice versa, not just Onda, it's also Crab that wins on these low HP life totals apparently. Great stuff. Onda's having to hold these cubes. I do appreciate trying to get out of that, right? Like saying, hey, I'm trying to take the game back in my own hands, but Crab just able to punish you for that mash, able to get that soft knockdown with the wall break and get this super to jail you in further.
Oh, hard super calls out, says, you know what? You like projectile supers? What's good? I got one too. That being said, 100 meter on deck for Crab. Onda's got some cubes to deal with. Gets in though, burst spent, Arpeggio out. 2 big cubes, 1 fire, 3 big cubes looking for the burst. Finds it. And the big cubes big enough to carry Onda home for a second round for Crab.
There you go. Crab saying, hey, we're trying to close this bracket up. It's already 9:30. Got some other games to play. I don't blame you, Crab. Great stuff. Up 2-0 so far here against Onda. Definitely, you know, this isn't too, you know, it's definitely a great set so far here. I love that we've been able to see the RPS of, you know, I'll try to repeat it. What was it? Johnny, Asuka, Axel, Johnny. So definitely nice to see all the zoners in here tonight. You know, it's fun watching the zoner v zoner matchup and the ways that they, you know, have to approach the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Big cube out actually got caught by that lateral finer there. Cube's nearly all spent, but that big cube is the one that Crab needs to refill the rest of his hands. Sculpted to perfection, multiple arpeggios, the left-right cross-up. Meter on deck for Onda here, though. could be the one he needs to snowball, but gets caught out by the geometry.
Yeah, and Crab was in a really good point right there, good position with all of that mana. I was going to point out earlier, it seems that Crab is an Asuka player where we're low mana quite a bit. I mean, look at it right now. We always get down to that very last bit. It's kind of like a really high risk, high reward sort of play that Crab approaches the Asuka matchup with, but I mean, it's paying off for them, right? I mean, look, we're 2-0 up here, potentially 3-0 against Onda as we're getting jailed in even further.
Oh, this might trade with the deal. While this all trying to keep going, but the backdash caught by a cube, that'll be 3-0 for Crab.
I actually got a story after this, but let's go ahead and send it to the game. My name is also Xbox generated a little bit, but anyways, here we are. Dany against Unbiased Ear here.
When I made I had to make like a Microsoft account to play Master Chief Collection, and it gave me like Slimy Splash 317.
Oh god.
I'm like, Unbiased Ear is way better than Slimy Splash. You know?
Yeah, mine was when I got my family nickname, personal nickname was Jeekster. And that was like all my early Gaia Online and my Neopets and all the RuneScape, all of my names were Jeekster. And it wasn't until I played on my sister's Xbox I put in the name Jeekster. I got like what was my name? It was like Jeekster. It was like Jeek Stank or something. Jeekster Stank, and I changed it to Jeek Stank. And then since abbreviated it back down to Jeek. So So it's not exactly Xbox generated. At one point it was. I ran Jeek for maybe like 10 years or something. But anyways, here we go, guys. I mean, we're talking about gotta be the most boring shit in winners finals of the Jeekly 26. Dany, multiple winner of the Jeekly. Before I need to get a number for y'all to put some respect on Dany's name. Unbiased Ear, multiple second place finisher, playing against their bracket demon right now, and that's not an insult. If anything, it's a compliment. If you have that many sets against a player as like Dany, a player of that merit, that is a compliment. Great stuff.
Yeah, looking to maybe bid on a DP with that card pop RC to not be there for the card pop, but maybe giving Dany the space he needs to get back into this game. Meter on deck. Safe jab from Dany. Come back in. 5D PRC 2K. Try and jump scare him. And like we said, maybe the space Dany needed to come back in, take that round.
Yeah, and Unbiased had just gotten their burst there as well. I wonder if there's a universe where we would have popped it in order to get the 100 pension to try. I mean, we had the 100 pension to try to get that last hit, but that's in the past. We got Dany right here. We got some knockdowns coming out. Great overhead string to start this off. Card pop as well. Dany here in the corner, but we do have some mechanics, some meter to back us up if we can get a chance to use them.
5D RC, hard knockdown on the other side, but Dany does have half a stick of butter and his burst on deck. Doesn't even get a chance. I did not think that was going to kill. I guess that was just 5D RC, pretty unscaled, but yeah, that is lethal first on the board for Unbiased Ear.
Good first game right there for Unbiased. Yeah, I mean, you gotta be loving that one, right? Like I've already spelt out the story for y'all. You're all hip on the Unbiased Dany lore at this point. So Unbiased taking the first game of this set. I'm sure Unbiased doesn't want to have to win 2 sets from the loser side, right? If we can just worry about focusing on 2 wins on the winner's side, getting one here and one in grand finals, that'd be much better. But there's other players in the bracket. We'll have to see what happens as Dany bursts out that counter hit close slash from Unbiased here.
And because these players are in winners finals, that guarantees that they're going to be seeing some of tonight's prize pool. So if you want to help these players out, you can either contribute directly in the match arena, or if we still got some codes left, each of those are free 25 cents if you just make an account and click on them. About our players, we also got shirts available.
Yeah, shout out to Anchor Prince for that segue. I appreciate you, homie, here. I think I got a command for the shirts. Nope, I don't. Is it shirts?
It's just shirt. Yo.
Here we go. Here we go. Got a command for that bad boy. Go ahead and check it out, guys. If you got any questions, let us know. appreciate you. You don't have to buy anything right now. You don't have to buy anything at all. But if you did, what it is $20. It adds $15 to the pot for the players. $5 goes towards your shipping for actually sending out the shirt. So I don't make any money. In fact, I fucking lose money every single time. But it's an interesting way to add to the prize pool without, just asking you to put $20 in or something. So we appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you guys just watching and spectating and giving these players a reason to show up every week. Unbiased with a great confirm into the card toss. Super. We don't get a hard knockdown for it, but we do have Dany in the corner, and we are up around taking that burst from Dany.
And this could be Ear's time to do it, up 2-0 against Dany here in Winners Finals. Tell you what, these and it's not just this character just got buffed. No, the players are better. I mean, that's not like actually the real reality, right? These Johnny players have been grinding for a minute, but these season 3 buffs absolutely have Johnny cooking. He's still got weaknesses. He still deserves weaknesses. B minus 15. But that being said, like, it definitely seems like a more complete character this season.
Dude, Unbiased saying I'm finished. Is it that bad a matchup, Unbiased? You got to coach me on this one. Because I feel like it's pretty even. You're saying I'm finished, though. We'll have to see Dany pulling out that secondary. The Bridget. Now, we saw Dany won 2 Jeeklys with exclusive Bridgets. So, definitely not new to the character. But it's not their Kai. It's not their Kai. I'm just going to keep it real. We'll have to see how it works here against Unbiased Johnny. We definitely got a mountain to climb, but we're starting off strong here.
Yeah, /in 5D RC gets that pump up here in the corner. Meter on deck for Ear, but if you're Dany, look, this is looking a lot better.
Yeah, definitely a great start, but that 5P press from Unbiased, great stuff. Rewarded with the corner, rewarded with this throw. Dany did get a lot of mileage off those first interactions, but now we're evened up.
And no GPRC on Bridget anymore means that 100 meter on Bridget is a little less scary than it would be on Kai since he's got RTL. That being said, roll and shoot, close out the loop for round 1 of what could be a reverse sweep from Dany.
Could be on the Bridget if only we were living in a utopia. But super coming out from Unbiased here. What's their name? It's Unbiased. That Xbox generated Johnny name coming out for the hard knockdown. Dany's not looking too good this round, but definitely have had some good interactions so far in this game.
Yep, card pop will close it out. 7 golden letters, but no J. 6P counter hit on that round start. Baits the DP2. No wall stick yet. Meter for the knockdown, but the card pop's gonna steal it from him.
Ooh, I respect that 6P right there, but these Johnny players, man, with that H card toss are gonna call you out for it. Unbiased Ear taking this set in Winners Finals, moving to the Grand Finals stage.
Granted, it is a 9 frame, but hard knockdown for both players here. Counter hit slash burst out from Crab. And that velocity staff means that Naga's going to have to fight his way in. That being said, a far slash is a great way to get there. Overhead. Looking for the bite after that 6K to try and get some blood back. Crab calls it out though.
Alright, 6H. I love what Crab does there. I don't know if that's an Asuka thing or a Crab thing, but getting that 6H to get them knocked down just so you can just pick a few cards. But damn, popping that mana, test your luck. Able to close out that round on the next hit. Man, it's always kill percent if you're Asuka against Nagoriyuki.
Absolutely. Yeah, and there are also certain strings and certain like hands of cards that against Nago can like far slash through to make his way in against Asuka. But it's all about identification and also whether or not the Asuka player will recognize that and maybe cast extra cubes. An ambitious spin out, but a burst here in the corner means Crab's offense is going to get going. /BRC drift bites.
Ooh, that was a little bit of a weird interaction there. Christian Crab using our super as a reversal, and it works. Able to fight back out of that corner. Crab was looking at an 0-1 start to the set, is now on, you know, even things up.
Yeah, Fukyo back clone there. Very good round start against many other projectile options, but against the cube, not quite. That round side swap in the corner off the arpeggio. Test burns burst to get the corner. Calls out the DP2. Bar slash slash slash. Get the blood back. No super for the hard knockdown.
Ooh, that...
BRC in.
Dude, that BRC drift up from Crab was so cool, but Test was still awake with that block. Oh, using our burst to make sure that this blood gets as much damage as possible. We did just get our mana back. TestYourLuck does have Crab on kill percent, but now we're on chip percent on TestYourLuck's side. The deflect shield gets punished with that delay from Christian Crab. Good low to finish it off, taking game 1.
Man, that deflection. I was almost confident something would have gotten blocked by it, so it wasn't a counter hit, but nope, that was just the exact gap. How unfortunate.
Yeah, actually, great point, right? Because there was like
there were so many
cubes.
So many cubes, and all of them are just like, nope.
Oh, God. Yo, I'd be pissed, actually, in hindsight. Great stuff. Hopefully, TestYourLuck doesn't let that get to them too much. Hopefully, ignorance is bliss, you know what I mean? And Crab taking that first game. Great stuff. We'll see what TestYourLuck has to do to you know, come back here.
Hit by the overhead, the bowling ball coming down, the Acme Corp certified spell. Arpeggio picking up. Mana regen rolling. Throw here in the corner. Meter to finish. 6H sends him through.
All right.
Rubiflor, this feels like a jock versus nerd matchup.
Ruby out here spitting some bars. His Crab takes that first round, but we're getting counter hit. TestYourLuck feeling some damage right here, man. Any like interesting things TestYourLuck is doing right here, or are they just running it?
So they're doing a very good job, I think, of recognizing how they can interact with certain spells and also watching Crab's hand, right? Because with that option there that got Crab into the corner was 6P'ing the flame cubes into spin. And they recognized that there were only 2 flame cubes. That was its like current intensity, right? And that was what started all of that. What got them through the wall with their positive, got them their blood back, got that corner pressure rolling, was recognizing they'd be able to 6P through that exact configuration into the spin to counter hit that next spell.
All right, y'all, we're here in game 2, playing for 4th place here. The winner of this game gets the honor of playing against Dany in losers bracket. So definitely, you know, quite the reward, you know, the kiss and curse of moving on in this bracket. TestYourLuck getting a hard knockdown here against Christian Crab, who's up 1 game.
Absolutely. Oh, calls out the YRC, the classic Fukyo back baits. 1 each.
Damn, great stuff. TestYourLuck putting a game on the board, saying, "Hey, I know what I'm doing against this Asuka character. I just need you to, I need you to get a little unlucky with those hands. Hey, maybe don't draw the good cubes." not saying TestYourLuck got lucky or nothing. Just saying, great stuff. This is definitely going in either person's direction based off of how well both of these players are playing. And I love that TestYourLuck, a previous winner of the Jeekly, making Christian Crab really fight for it here in their first ever appearance.
Absolutely. And Christian Crab grabbing that top 4 role as well. At a minimum, they could win. They could still win.
At a minimum. Yeah, you're a good point. There's a whole nother role they can get. They can't get any of our academy roles, unfortunately. I'm going to assume that they probably are a little bit too good for the beginners bracket. But hey, maybe next time, TestYourLuck getting a lot of damage here against Crab as we're stuck in the corner.
Yeah, 2K into the tick throw overhead. 5P backdashed with a throw of their own. Mana back on deck. Spells in hand. Auto import. This could be everything they need to win. Beyblade. RC. Not quite enough damage. Meaty overhead. They block YRC.
Oh my god, they were watching, dude. I would have mashed there and died and said Nago was broken. Great stuff, Crab, for actually paying attention to the character on the screen and blocking out that burst, getting that punish. Awesome stuff.
Backdashes the 6K. Get something of their own going here. Calls out that attempt to super with Wild Assault. Gets paid for it with a far slash to get their blood back.
Yeah, that white Wild Assault, man, it's still a great mechanic. It may not be as generalized as it was, but definitely still useful as TestYourLuck baits that burst, uses Red RC to confirm the combo, and evens up these rounds against KrB.
Absolutely. You definitely do need to be right on what you call out now, but after seeing Crab go for that string after 5H when TestYourLuck was at high blood earlier, he was able to recognize that situation here in this game. Oh, clipped by the first hit of that yellow cube, and then clipped by the second and thirds after the pickup.
Oh,
Dodges
6H.
guard crush though. There's a lot of blood spent though. Not quite popping yet. US doesn't quite reach though. And that arpeggio plays the final note of that match. It's going to be 2-1 for KrB.
Yeah, great stuff, Crab. Great stuff, Crab. Up 2-1, beat you fair and square. I didn't notice that one earlier. That's a funny little tagline. Considering the character Dinosaur with that follow. Thank you very much. Dinosaur, appreciate you. Appreciate you guys coming in supporting the Jeekly. We got a lot of people in here tonight. Either you got here an accident or you came in for a good time. Regardless, that's what you're going to get. Okay? And here we go. TestYourLuck just taking a little bit of a breather. Definitely wants to keep moving on in this bracket if they can help it. But KrB, in their first ever appearance, making it hard for him, man.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, not much of a reward for winning this game outside of getting into the Matcherino, because then you got to fight that killer Dany Maza. 7 codes, that's 7 grandmas. There's got to be 7 grandmas with 7 Facebook accounts out there. And if not, then go find him if you catch my drift. Here we go. Blood coming out from TestYourLuck. KrB with the punish.
Yes. Calling out the arpeggio earlier with that clone, but unfortunately a little bit too much blood spend there is going to find that pop. First spent, but that super is going to punish TestYourLuck. Down on his last life, KrB up on set point.
Yeah, KrB with this. Oh my god, the first time I think tonight the cross-up gets blocked by a player as strong as TestYourLuck. Full screen, so we're getting zoned a bit here, but able to weave in that Beyblade to counter hit KrB despite all the stuff happening on the screen and the bite to boot. Back throw, though, resets the situation.
Well, slash bite. YRC out. Nagoriyuki Gaming tying things up.
All right, y'all. KrB still on that set point, but we're getting counter hit full screen by that DP1, and TestYourLuck gets the burst for it as well. Good stuff. Soft knockdown. We're at 2 blood, but that positive bonus is going to help us out.
Oh. Yeah, KrB looking to hit with that low slab from the air, but unfortunately that DP from TestYourLuck calling it out earlier. Getting that blood back here though. Meaty overhead blocks. Fukyo forward might get punished here. Full burst spent. Another white wall assault in the tank. Finds a chance to use it though, and he just might not.
Oh. Soft knockdown, though. We get one more chance on both player sides. The minus white wild assault gets PRC'd forward. TestYourLuck evens up the set 2-2. We're going to game 5.
Absolutely. And that's a terrifying situation, right? Because the thing that beats white wild assault is throw, but the thing that beats throw is command throw, which Nagoriyuki has. So if you're gambling on that white wild assault, then he could just PRC command throw as you try to throw it. Ooh. Or if you're jumping, right? He PRC hits you with the strike. It's layers, it's absolutely gambling, and we're doing it as fast as possible. You love to see it here and with loser semis of the Jeekly.
Great stuff. Crab looks like they're winning out so far with these interactions. Definitely a lot of damage already applied against Test Your Luck, and we are up at that 3 blood, spending our burst to try to go back to neutral here. Gnarly 2H counter hit from Test Your Luck, and we're going to pop the mana too, I think, with this super.
And if this first hit cracks the shield, not quite, but we're getting a little bit more. This is going to be a big hit at the end. Meter on deck for YRC. Meaty overhead. Ooh. And the 5K is going to put Test Your Luck up on set point of game 5 here.
There you go. No all dang it sounds on this Test Your Luck slot machine, right? We are just playing some optimal gear out here, blocking that overhead from Christian Crab. Test Your Luck awake and watching the cards, but we knew that since the beginning of the set. Test Your Luck able to weave in this bite right here against Crab, calls out that backdash with our BRC.
Looking for the burst, and as the mana shield breaks, no OTG.
Okay, I'm holding my breath right now. Great up RA from Crab and Red RC to go ahead and try to take this round back. Blood pops on the side of Test Your Luck. Can we get one more hit? What was that? JK? Great stuff.
JK bro, my bad, JK.
But we have no time to sit around. We gotta move on to losers finals here of the Jeekly 26. Test Your Luck against Dany in losers bracket. I said it right.
I think we've had this as winners finals, if not grands before even.
Yeah, winners final. The Jeekly that Test Your Luck won was a bracket reset against Dany from the loser side. So.
Absolutely. Now, both of these, no slouches, no strangers. We're excited for it. Also, Test Your Luck not even asking for a break, just looking to keep that momentum, keep that hype going. Saying, all right, I got my 3-2, let's get it.
Yeah, especially
Mario
after...
Party. Da, 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 da. You've been coconut mauled. That's
yeah, there we go.
Game.
Send this to all your friends to totally 6P clash them. Apparently, Test Your Luck going full screen against Dany here, spending that stun edge to catch the startup of, I think that was a startup of something. Great stuff. Trying to catch fuzzy options here from Dany, but the counter hit comes out on that bite attempt.
A little too much throw protection for blocking that hit in air. You hate to see a thrown out command grab, your opponent's down backing, and they just got a little too much throw prod still. That being said, fantastic capitalization from Dany, blocks the 5DRC. CSE in, 5D blocked, didn't spend the meter because they thought they were plus enough to live. Sees the incoming stun dipper, might have gone for super, didn't get it.
Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Test Your Luck here, 6-ping through the projectiles. I love that heads-up play from them. You know, whether it's just their experience with Nagoriyuki against Dany, against Kai, I'm not sure. Able to 6P through those stun edges, but Dany getting the better half of that with that stun edge hard knockdown. Lets him get this 5K safe jab throw and baiting the burst as well. Jesus Christ.
And we saw that in winner's side, right? Dany's got the nose of the bloodhound when it comes to Test Your Luck's burst, apparently.
There we go.
Very
He's got
good
that
intuition.
nose. He's got that schnoz on him, apparently smelling out that burst. Appreciate that from Dany, taking that first game here against Test Your Luck. But, I mean, I don't know. I imagine most people at this point, you know, we're aiming for that first place. We're aiming for that first place prize pool. But, dude, mad respect to all these players for making it so far, regardless of the outcome. Been a great tournament so far tonight, breaking a entrant record. It feels like we're doing that every other week now at this point. And we ran pretty on time, I'd say, if not ahead of time. We'll see if something crazy comes up at the end. As Dany gets a soft knockdown here against Test. Gets that reset for the Sacred Edge and the hard knockdown.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you said, oh, it seems like we break an entrant record every week. But hey, we love to keep growing. We love to see all of you guys coming out each week to these. Love to see all the new faces. And all our returners as well. Being said, Test Your Luck returning Dany to the corner by spending his burst, but high up on blood, he's maybe a little limited on options on ways he can interact with these projectiles. Dany getting paid here. Ride the lightning, sending Test Your Luck through the wall.
Dany getting paid here and trying to get paid out in that Matcherino as he moves on in the bracket, potentially going up here against TestYourLuck, because we do have those 2 games under our belt. We got to see if TestYourLuck can snap into reality, tie them shoes, and get that reverse sweep started pronto.
Right? What do we call that? The good player check? 5D, fast PRC 2K, hit him with the high-low.
Yeah,
Make them recognize the situation, then make them think they're silly.
You get hit by that, it feels like a handshake. It's like, all right, okay. All right, y'all. Man, holy shit. Tonight has been so crazy. And this isn't even the end of the night. This is losers finals. This isn't even grand finals. You got Unbiased Ear over there trying to stay warm, trying to stay calm as they play against the winner of this set. Dany being their bracket demon, I'm sure they wouldn't mind seeing Dany get knocked out here so they can play a new opponent. Or maybe you're confident. Hey, I've learned how to play against Dany. I'd love to see him back here in grand finals. Give him that double Luigi. I don't know. Regardless, I know TestYourLuck trying to get some more money in that prize pool, trying to make a name for themselves out here in the Jeekly. They definitely want to bring this reverse sweep.
Just imagining like a, like, you know those can't believe it's not butter. Losers finals taste like grands.
Yeah, we got grands at home, but it's like, but it's losers finals, and it's
Beyblade stuffed out by Stun Dipper there. One of those interactions that feels super rough on paper because you're expecting spin to low crush, but nope. Stun Dipper gets in, does the job. Scoots in for a raw Fukyo bite. But possibly a little just scared from the DP layering from that Dany's shown earlier in the set. Gives him a little bit too much respect. And Dany's going to take all that space if you give him time to farm.
Here we go. Dany Maza coming out here trying to take a 3-0 against Test unless we get an opening here. And that Beyblade Red RC is going to be a good start. Dany getting caught by this 2K Oki as well. This is looking like a Nago round. I love those Fukios forward and back. But Dany, with that Abare, with that Red RC, is going to get this positive bonus rolling.
Yeah, looking for that whiff punish, but Dany didn't commit to anything too serious. Looking for a burst bait too, but once he spends that meter, Dany's hyped to go for it. That Wild Assault just a little late. Caught on the startup. TestYourLuck's run will end there.
All right, y'all. Grand finals of the Jeekly 26 on the winner's side. Koi, Unbiased Ear on the Johnny, multiple second place taker of the Jeekly. On the right side, Dany Maza on the loser side of bracket this time, but don't get it caught up. This man is a multiple time winner. More than 50% of every Jeekly has gone to this man's prize pool. So shout outs to Dany here on the loser side of bracket. They're going to have to win 2 sets here against Unbiased Ear, starting off strong with that super and hard knockdown.
Finds the throw. Like we said, the last pixel is the most important one, and a throw Abare from Unbiased Ear will close out that stuff.
Good stuff right there. Unbiased getting that first round. I love the confidence. Holy shit. Oh my god, dude. The gold burst into this immediate 6P on Dany trying to get back in feels like that's some mental damage right there. Good clash cancel into the P finder. Is P finder the low finder? The one right in front of you? It's like P's right in front of you, K is mid, S is up.
Yeah, it's stylish too, right? The 6P clash cancel. Look away from him. Cool guys don't look at their sword fights.
They just throw him out and walk away. Dany with this run up throw tries the catch. Unbiased Ear with this tried and true Kai setup. Both players with the 100 meter. Man, how are we going to spend it? Unbiased with that H card toss PRC. They love doing that, by the way. You know, definitely a habit of theirs for better or worse.
Yeah, looking for that close slash to punish, but just outside of range. Calls out the throw. This might actually be the damage he needs. Big pop-up off the DP. Dany finds the line off a baited throw.
Yeah, that was one of the I guess it was a direct buff, huh, to Kai, where we now have Shock State D or P routes. So Dany right there with the confirm to close it out on half HP, but Unbiased fighting right back, right? We got the card applied, we got these guard crushes coming out. Oh, unfortunately a little bit of a misinput there gives Dany a chance to get out. Unbiased trying to fight back with his 6P.
And Ear shows, oh, a fantastic burst bait there with the meter, speak and spell, and Ear representing a lot of 6P against Dany's preemptive jump in, almost trying to like force him to commit to like stun dip or other approaching blows, and covering the option. One on the board for Unbiased Ear.
There we go. Whiff Finer into low Finer, catching Dany's approach. Unbiased able to secure that first game here on the winner's side. Definitely, I mean, you know, not to be negative, but definitely doesn't feel good coming on that loser side and losing that first game, because you do have a mountain to climb. But if it's going to be anyone, it's going to be Dany on this Kai, or potentially, you know, they got a lot of sets to play. Maybe we see a last minute swap. We saw the Bridget earlier. Maybe we see a chip. We'll have to see, but Dany's Kai definitely capable of taking out most, if not every, Guilty Gear Strive player on the best of days. I'm confident that this is going to be a good set regardless of the outcome.
6Ps through the 5H, looking to make some space here. Scoots right in past the card pop. Ear chooses to burst, try and get some pressure going. Again, that same 6P clash interaction we've seen. Evades the stun dipper with the PRC into a throw, and a throw bait with the Fuder arc.
Yeah, I mean, Dany saying, hey, you can Nsenga throw bait me. I'm going to, you know, food your arc, throw bait you right back. Got Unbiased Ear on a pixel, spending that YRC to fight back out of the pressure. Getting some damage here against Dany. Of course, we only need one more hit, and it can be a trade hit for all matters, right? Anything will do the damage here, and it's going to be that cross-up 2P. Dany taking this first round of Game 2.
Absolutely. And Ear absolutely crazy for recognizing they've got a 100 meter and going, you know what? I'm going to YRC immediately TK Finer.
Oh my god, no way we get the 6P Clash Cancel 3 times in 2 games. Great stuff on Unbiased Ear.
I almost wonder if Dany needs to do like 6P and then in that Clash Cancel either DP or Stun Dipper to find something fast enough to beat out that Finer.
Yeah, it's going to have to be something if that situation keeps coming up, because Unbiased Ear definitely showing their strength there with a perfect 4 times in 1 set, man. We got it. That one, that's one you're going to have to take to the lab, apparently. If not, just give some credit to Unbiased Ear for these amazing Clash Cancels and blocking that 5D. Holy crap, great defense here from Unbiased Ear.
Big counter hit here. 100 meter on deck. Dany's got a gauntlet to block here as well. Wild Assault gets in. I don't think this kills. I think he's got just a pixel on the other side. I have no idea how much damage this super does. I keep thinking it's not going to kill all night.
Guys.
It keeps killing. 2-0.
This
Unbiased Ear.
This is crazy because, and I don't mean to jinx it, the game hasn't ended yet, but Unbiased Ear, you know, has never won a set against Dany in the Jeekly until earlier tonight. 3-0'd him. Are we about to get a 6-0?
Full 6-0?
Yeah, dude, that's yo, I see a lot of Unbiased Ear fans in the chat. I'm just reminding you the situation. This is a potential 6-0 for Koi's Unbiased Ear on the Johnny, but Dany hearing me say that, saying, hey, look, hey, calm down now. I'm still Dany El Maza, did you forget? Trying to fight back here in Grand Finals, but Unbiased has Dany in the corner despite the HP bar, fighting back out with the Stun Dipper Red RC.
Oh, and another fantastic throw bait. If Dany can just keep getting Ear to gamble on 4D, then he's happy, he's getting paid.
Okay, here we go. Unbiased was down around in the last game, so definitely don't count them out yet for being down 1 here. Of course, there's a lot of counter hits coming out. Dany kind of just running away with this one right here. Going to keep it real with you. RTL to confirm for that hard knockdown. Not looking good for Unbiased here, but we definitely have a lot of rounds left to play. If not this one, if we can just get back on our footing.
looking for the burst. Looking for it again. But here it is finally. 6P call out the jump, but the falling stun edge. Dany showing signs of life, not going down without a fight, gets one on the board.
Yeah, unfortunately for Unbiased, I think that the jump arc just wasn't high enough. So we went into 6P S Finer, right? Am I right? S Finer is the one that is vertical, right? So unfortunately wasn't able to connect it. And I think that scramble is what rewarded Dany with taking that first game, getting one on the board. So no 6-0 for y'all tonight. No 6-0.
I believe I think S is low, K is mid, P is high. If I'm not
thank you. I had it mixed up. Okay. Here we go.
DP out of the pressure, gets that turn back, looks possibly for something, but gets clipped by the gold burst.
And I wonder, that's probably just a sign of Unbiased really wanting to keep the momentum going, right? Like, yo, you DP my ass, gold burst coming out, right? Now, Dany winning in this interaction so far, but there is a lot of tension on Unbiased ear side, and this is only a soft knockdown. Ooh, I think we canceled the Finder stance. We did, but 100 meter means that RTL is safe.
Absolutely. Like I mentioned earlier, Bridget with 100 meters, she doesn't have any reversal super. I absolutely does. So Dany maybe just taking the lesson. You know what? Maybe I want El Clasico. Blocks the gold burst. But the follow-up 6P was just -2, so it beats out that far slash.
Fortunately, that whiff punish on the 6P is going to deal a lot of damage. Well, fortunately for Dany, that is. Able to walk up and jail with that 2P. I like that far slash mash from Unbiased saying, hey, you're not close enough to jail me in quite yet, and I got some pretty good long-range buttons for you.
$100 meter on Ear's side, though. This round is not over.
Close slash.
Counter hit, close slash.
Yeah, I mean, look at this super. We're getting that Unbiased ear damage in so far. We're probably going to, not take this round. Goddamn. Of course, because I was about to say something. Now we're on a pixel.
He's dead. He's crouch blocking it. Nope, just kidding. He got caught. Another on the board for Dany. 2-2.
All right. El Maza fans, let me hear you. Where you at? Or maybe you're just a chaotic neutral sort of person and you just want the most chaos possible. Are you rooting for that bracket reset right now?
Yeah, where are my far slashes in chat? Where's the ASCII far slashes? Huh?
I always ask for it, but at this point I just need it.
I kind of miss them. Where they at?
I think I only once ever was I like, guys, where's the far slash spam? And someone had it, and it was a Pup Girl FPS from Twitter, the Geo player. That was the only time someone had that far slash ready. Shout out to Dany. El Maza here trying to make a comeback from the loser side of bracket, and they're doing so right now with the start of potentially a reverse sweep unless Unbiased Ear can clutch it out and take the Jeekly 26 from winner side without dropping a sweat set. We'll have to see.
Absolutely. And the color change from Unbiased Ear, they're letting out their inner power. Moving from white to black, finds the reversal super.
Here we go. Dany only needs one more good interaction to close this one out. Does Unbiased Ear burst? Oh, no, they just block the 5D and they punish and they kill. Dude, oh my god, Unbiased is cracked. Great defense. I don't know if they got hit by a 5D tonight.
Gets punished for it. Burst out from Ear. -15 missed Finder. Dany's making his way in. If you don't got the cards to play at the table. Dire Eclat to get that shock stick going through the wall. R slash of Kings. Stun Dipper RC. Oh, but a drop. The throw will close out the round regardless though. Both players on set point. For reset or to win it all?
Oh man, oh my god, this is actually kind of crazy. The stakes are so high right now. Of course, Unbiased wants to win this to get their first ever Jeekly win, again without dropping a set, but Dany, multiple time winner, wouldn't be too upset with a second place, but damn, how beautiful would it be to be able to close it out from that loser side in a bracket reset? We'll have to see on set point. Unbiased gets a hit, but Dany gets the burst in.
Blocks the first overhead, but not the second. Evades the deal. RC. Dire Claw to keep it safe. Shock State Fooder Arc conversion. But the dash into the far slash. Does he have the rest of the link? He makes the meter. Card pop keeps him locked in, and the overhead finder closes out the Jeekly 26. Unbiased Ear is your next Jeekly champion. Good to be back. Missed y'all. Mwah. Fantastic to see Unbiased Ear take one down. I know they've been hungry for it. So I hope to see you all next week, and hope to see you all after that for the tskrBrian birthday bash.
tskrBrian birthday bash. August 30th, 7 p.m. EST, $1,000 prize pool. Guys, thank you so much for coming and supporting the Jeekly 26. We'll see you next week for the 27th, and we'll see you the week after for tskrBrian's birthday bash. Have a good night. Peace out.